It's MARKPIRES. And it's Real Talk back again to ease my mind and help my living. That's right, I'm back. What? Where did you go? I thought you were going for the night, Mark. Well, I was, but then I figured something out right when I got off the air, so let me get back with my people, see if anybody's with us. Hold on a second, my family, my friends. Nobody knows I'm even on. They're like, what, is he really on? Is he really on? Yes, I'm really on. My family, my friends, I'm back. Okay, so Glennis, here's what's going on. I finished up the stream, and the moment I finished up the stream, I went into my video section in the videos of all my videos. And usually what happens when I finish up a broadcast, I don't see those until like the next day. But the moment I finished up our broadcast tonight, and this is the grace of God with us, guys, I hope, I don't know what's going to go on with this yet, but the moment we finished tonight's video, which had the 2-hour debate in there, and it was awesome, we had a chance to chat together, it was 100% amazing. However, copyright strike for putting on someone else's hour and a half worth of material, fear just washing over me. So I go in there and I see the video's there. So I clicked on the little 3 buttons, little 3 dots, and it says delete forever. And I clicked it, and I said, yep, delete that mo forever. So there is no more broadcast that we had earlier, 4.5, 5-hour broadcast from earlier. It is gone. So this is officially our day 662. We're starting over. So even though I was dead tired, ready for bed, now we have to put something out there, so at least there's something for the world to hear tomorrow. Couldn't just get rid of the broadcast completely, Glennis. We can't do that. So it's gone, though. It was a great episode. It was a great episode. We played some great music. But you know what? I don't want a chance not being with you tomorrow. It's not worth it. So, gone. 5 hours of our work together. 5-hour Real Talk. No longer. But no copyright notice. No copyright strikes. At least I hope. Fingers crossed. I don't know. Imagine if they're like, hey, we're still striking you for something you erased. I'd be like, don't do that to me. I got rid of 5 hours of great content for you, YouTube. So we'll see what happens. Wolfie in the house. MJ, how you doing over on the DLive platform? Guys, DLive is the place to go. We're going to be playing like a private show there once a week. It's going to be a request night. Let's see what happens on Facebook. Ready? This is probably telling me I have a copyright notice on Facebook because they zuck. Yeah, that's right. I need this right now, guys. Oh, wow. There's something to live for. There's something to live for. There's something to die for. And here on the Real Talk program. Now, look, I'm only going to stay around for a few minutes because this was supposed to be the end of the night for me. We got on early so I can go home, get up some rest tonight. And we had to erase the entire show. Give it to me, Zabrowski. Woohoo! The woohoo. You can't go wrong with a woohoo. Hey, Rita, how are you? Beth in the house and Angelo. Angelo's kicking it with us. So, guys, I am literally running on fumes right now, but we did erase 5 hours of content tonight. We had the debates. Yeah, we did the debates. Yeah, it was really cool. Problem is with the debates is I ran them here. We streamed them. And then someone said, you're going to get a copyright strike, buddy. I'm like, what? What the? Are you kidding me? You can watch 662 again, though, on Facebook. It's on Facebook. It's on Periscope. But the one on YouTube is gone. We got rid of it. And Twitch may still be there. I may get some copyright strikes on Twitch. I don't really care. I don't really do much on Twitch. I love you guys on Twitch, but I don't really do much on Twitch. You guys don't really support the show very much over there. It's like 29 followers. If you are on Twitch and you want to follow the show, though, I think we need to get to 50, and then we're kind of looking good. Hey, we are all remembered. Yeah, you guys, that's interesting. Vintage, you're right. You guys all got to experience an episode nobody else will get to experience. Think about it that way. The 40, because there was a period of time there were 40 of you guys kicking it. Luke says, Biden 2020, Trump has 0 chance to win. Did you watch the debates tonight, Luke? Because I saw a guy who's a criminal. A little nervous about a guy who's been paid and purchased for already. That's real. This is not fake information that they're trying to put out there as Russian. The Russian thing never was. It's the China thing. China and Russia both want Trump out because he's been very tough on them. And Sleepy is owned by both of them, so not good. That's all I'm saying. It's not good. Yeah, that laptop from hell, right? I'll tell you what. I'm waiting to see the contents of this laptop. I want to see what Sleep Sofa Joe's son had going on there. Cracky. I call him Cracky sometimes. Trump bought 10,500 cookies. Yeah. Glenna says it's confirmed that the laptop has nothing to do with Russia. And by the way, before you start getting any weird ideas, Glennis is from Canada. Okay? She's not here as a Democrat. She's just someone who is not in America and sees the truth for what it is. I had somebody the other day say to me, you know what, Mark? Then why does the rest of the world think so little of Trump and so little of us? So because you have 6 media outlets that are owned by the left, and they're pushing it out over every single satellite to Europe and to China and everywhere else, and they censored the vice presidential debate so you would not hear what Mike Pence had to say. That tells you everything right there. That China was censoring Mike Pence. That tells you everything. They do not want another Pence-Trump presidency. That is bad news for China and for Russia. So they all want sleepy poopy pants. They've already purchased them. And that's what it seems like to me, at least. Well, Luke, the only thing is that, and the thing is, if that's the case, like I said, I fear for our country. But if that's the case, but they said the same thing in 2016. They said that Trump was going to lose 92% to 8%. So I'm not trusting the polls. I do not trust the fake news media. They're owned by the left. The left has created a narrative the entire time it's been created. And it's so, I don't know. Did you guys notice it seemed like Trump is watching the Trump show? 2 things he said in the debate tonight were straight out of the Trump show. He kept talking about, Joe, you were vice president. It's not like it was 25 years ago. It was like freaking 3 years ago. It's like, what are you kidding me? He said the same exact words I said to Joe Biden in the Donald Trump show. It blew my mind. Oh, guys, I realize how pinpoint I am on some of those episodes. Ooh. What is that you're talking about? D. Derringer, Cookie Lady said election results confirmed every time by cookies bought so far. This is real, D? Every year? Every 4 years? I'll tell you what, I'm watching this and I'm thinking to myself, every time a real piece of information comes out, Sleepy Poopy Pants does a stupid... He just looks so fake. He is so fake. And the idea that taxes are going to go up, how is anybody fine with that? Shell shock, are you stupid? He's over 5 to 10 points ahead. Again, Hillary was up 40 points by some polls. You know, I don't think you should be looking at polls because I never got a call. Did you get a call, Luke? That's a funny one too because who was it? I think it was Rachel who was on the other day. I'm trying to think of who it was who was here the other day from Pennsylvania. Said basically Pennsylvania's locked up for Trump. But you never know. You know what I mean? Look, at the end of the day, I think that this world is too toxic. You know, the people that are on opposite sides and not willing to let the other person have an opinion or to feel things, it's a problem. And you know what? No matter who wins, we stay divided, Luke. I hope you know that. Everybody should know that. There's no way we come together as a nation. And when you hear people like Joe Biden lie through their face every second, say, we're fighting for the soul of America, you're a liar. You're not fighting for the soul of America. You're fighting to sell America, first of all. Secondly, none of you are going to save the soul of America. You or Trump are not saving the soul of America. In fact, you concrete the divide between us, both of you. You're both terrible, horrible. I would never, ever want to be a president as a Republican. You're screwed. Be a Democrat. Run for office as a Democrat. Abso-freaking-lutely. Because you can get away. You can murder people. They'll let you be president. You can rape 9 people and have actual information come out about it. And they'll just let you get away with it. They'll just say, who's Tara Reid? Oh, she was in American Pie. No, different Tara Reid. Different Tara Reid. And actual information Larry King Show received a call in 1994 from Tara Reid's mother. But no, let's just not even look into that one. Let's spend months looking into the justice, and let's look into Trump's Stormy Daniels thing. But the moment the sleepy poopy pants is accused by 9 separate women with evidence, we won't look at that. Let's not look at that. Yeah, I don't know. You're looking at the wrong fact-checking, buddy. Yeah, I can go to CNN and look at all the stuff they're saying are lies, but I could also tell you that nothing Joe Biden says is true. I don't watch politics, buddy. That guy's the biggest liar I've ever seen in my life. And he is taking 10% from China, taking 10% from Russia, taking 10% from the $3.5 million he got from the Russian mayor's wife. This is all documented information that the Senate found. Actual information, bank accounts. This isn't made up stuff. This isn't Russia. This is freaking Hunter Biden is a criminal crackhead, and his father is a criminal. Just not a crackhead. He's just a sleepy criminal. And it's sad. Yeah, let's see what happens. Shell shock's right. There's no point in us getting down on each other and pushing it back on each other. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't work that way. Yeah, I think there's a lot of crazy stuff going on out there, guys. Let me play you a quick clip. Here we go. This is a good one. This is when everybody said that Trump was a xenophobe.
It's Hammerlin Jameson live from the studio with episode 9 of the Donald Trump Show, The Great Wall of Trump.
Thank you very much for joining me. Episode 9 of the Donald Trump Show. That's right. We're going to get into it today. I've got a lot to share with you. Border wall. Everybody's always saying, Trump, when are you going to build the border wall? We're building the wall. But they gave me such a hard time. Such a hard time.
The President of the United States, having failed to get Mexico to pay for his ineffective, unnecessary border wall.
We'll get back to Schumer and Pelosi after some other clips. I think you guys may like these others, and we'll put it all into perspective. It's Trump Show. I'm just going to show you how other presidents felt about immigration.
The bill before us will certainly do some good.
Well, let's start with that. He says he wants to do some good. Let's see what's next.
It will authorize some badly needed funding for better fences and better security along our borders.
Holy cow. Obama wanted to put up a fence. Nobody cares. I want to build a wall stronger. They have a problem with that. We're talking Three Little Pigs, people. He wants to use a fence. I'm talking about a wall that the big bad wolf can't blow down.
The fence is now basically complete.
Wow, Barack, you got 5 years out of that fence. Good job. We had to start building an actual wall because what you did was crap.
Maybe they'll need a moat.
Or maybe they'll need a wall.
Maybe they want alligators in the moat.
Now that one I have to give Barack. That was hilarious. Still, I'll take the wall.
Every place in this country are rightly disturbed by the large numbers of illegal aliens entering our country.
Bill Clinton says illegal aliens and everybody applauds and they get behind him. But Trump does, and they call him a xenophobe and a racist.
The jobs they hold might otherwise be held by citizens or legal immigrants. The public service they use impose burdens on our taxpayers.
You see, they're always with you when they need the vote. But as soon as they get in office, they turn on you. Get used to it, people. It's the way it's always been with the Democrats.
That's why our administration has moved aggressively to secure our borders more.
Can you believe that?
By deporting twice as many criminal aliens as ever before.
Maybe I should hire Bill to say his words / my words on the campaign trail.
I voted for a fence. I voted unlike most Democrats, and some of you won't like it. I voted for 700-mile fence.
Wait, Sleep Sofa Joe voted for a fence too?
Let me tell you something, folks. People are driving across that border with tons, hear me, tons of everything from byproducts from methamphetamine to cocaine to heroin.
And listening to Sleep Sofa talk about the same issues I have with illegal aliens is just kind of laughable.
It's all coming up through corrupt Mexico.
Joe Biden mentions the drugs. He mentions the illegal aliens coming across the border. And he wants 700 miles of fence. No problem. He's not a xenophobe. He's not a racist. You call Trump whatever you want. That's the problem. You guys just make up your fake news. What do we have next? Anything left?
Former presidents have said to him that they wish that they had built a wall. Do you recall President Obama ever saying that?
Come on.
Bumbling Biden. At it again. Look, guys, you can tell it's a double talk situation with Biden. Everybody before me wanted a wall. Remember when Schumer said ineffective wall?
Construction of a 630-mile border fence create a significant barrier to illegal immigration on our southern land border.
So let me get this straight. In 2009, a fence is significant, but in 2020, a wall is ineffective? Really? Everybody before me wanted a wall. Trump gets it done.
Trumper gets it done. Ooh, look at that. I got the camera just right. Nice. I'm in my little seat here, kicking it with you guys. Hopefully get a little bit more comfortable than I was on the BeatSeat. I mean, the show is basically over. We're getting a couple extra in here. Hi, Annie. How are you? Good to see you. Denise, I'm back again. So, guys, we broadcast it was like a live stream of the debate. And someone afterwards was like, hey, you're going to get a copyright strike. So you guys were really kind and you sent a couple of donations across, which was so awesome of you. Because bottom line, it would have been really bad if I got that strike and we weren't able to broadcast tomorrow. Mark, if you look at Quinnipiac University, iPost, Reuters, New York Times, Siena College, blah, 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 how can you possibly say the polls are fake? I don't think the polls are fake. I just don't think they're right. They're not. I never got a phone call. And if I did, by the way, Luke, I would say I'm voting for Biden. Because you think I want some freaking a-hole sitting outside my door with some sort of sign because I vote for Trump? I would absolutely not say I'm voting for Trump. Just so you know. So absolutely, those polls are not correct. Because I know I would personally not say I'm voting for Trump. It's a dangerous world right now for everybody because the people suck. And it's not even the people, it's the fake news sucks so badly that now everybody else sucks. And if you think about this, Luke, I want to ask you one question because it's clear you're a Biden supporter, which I don't get. 47 years, he put people in jail, did nothing for this country except negative. But how he's all of a sudden going to do something? Really? Really? 8 years in office, just a couple of years back. It wasn't 20 years ago. Just in office for 8 years and did none of the things he's saying he's going to do now. But all of a sudden he's going to do them, right? When he's barely got a mind. Whatever. Regardless of those things. Neither of these guys are perfect. But one of them's been a career politician and he's a straight up liar. And today he just circled around questions and didn't answer any of them. And for me, if someone asks you about your son taking millions of dollars and all you say, it's not true. Look, it's Russia. Is it? This is a laptop. The attorney of Joe Biden called the repair shop where the laptop hard drive was and says, I need that back the day before the report broke. He emailed Breitbart News. They have an email. Just wait, Luke, it's going to come out. They have an email from Joe Biden's attorney saying we need to get that laptop back. I don't care how the information was procured. If it was hacked, if it came out of a cloud, it's Hunter Biden being a crackhead, taking money from foreign governments under Joe Biden's watch. That's corruption. If you change the name, Luke, to Trump, what would you be saying right now? What would every Democrat be saying right now if Joe Biden or if Donald Trump's son, Eric Trump, allegedly had taken $3.5 million from a Russian politician's wife, $1.5 billion of securities from China, and $183,000 a month from Burisma Oil in Ukraine? What would you say about the Trumps? I'm just curious because the hypocrisy is pretty disgusting, to be honest. I love how when something like this comes up, we're immediately supposed to just sweep it under the rug. No, Sleepy. It's not true. Let's just sweep it under the rug. It's fake. Look, my Aunt Judy told me it's not real. Oh, okay. Well, look, if Aunt Judy said so. There's corruption here. We need to get to the bottom of it. We don't sweep it under the rug just because it's a Democrat. Illegal is illegal. Going to jail. One or the other. If Paul Manafort's going to jail for something and someone on the Democrat side does the same exact thing, which is what happened, and you're going to see this hopefully, they go to jail. It's amazing how someone gets a pass and then everybody Republican just goes to jail. I don't even understand how that makes sense. So here's the moral of the story, guys. Just be a Democrat. You can kill people. You can rape. You can do whatever. Run for president one day, and they will sweep it under the rug for you. You could take millions of dollars from Russia, from China, from the Ukraine. Even if this guy's saying he doesn't know anything, Luke, let me just lay out the facts, and then you tell me if you think there's something a little hinky here. So Joe Biden's son was dishonorably discharged from, I believe it was the Navy, okay, for smoking crack. Look, fine, he's got a drug problem. But if he has a drug problem, why would China give him $1.5 billion in securities? If he has a drug problem, and you know all these people do their research, don't you? We all know that all these foreign governments know who they're dealing with. Why would Burisma Oil give a guy who has no experience at all $183,000 a month to be a part of the board of Burisma Oil, it wasn't doing well, apparently, when they brought him on. Vice President of the United States, taking care of Ukraine, and his son's now on the board of a Ukraine gas company. You don't think that's weird? You don't think that compromises Joe Biden at all? Oh, I don't talk to my son. Look, my son does his own things. Oh, really? He took a plane flight with you on Air Force Two to Jeddah. And 10 days later, he's got $1.5 billion in securities. And he's a crackhead dishonorably discharged from the Navy. Am I missing something here? Change the name to Trump. Eric Trump, crackhead, comes home from the Army. And 10 days later, he takes a plane flight on Air Force One, Two, whatever the hell, with Donald Trump. And 10 days after that, he comes back with $1.5 billion of securities. He gets $3.5 million from a Russian mayor's wife. And he's paid $183,000 a month from Burisma Oil. Mind you, he was a crackhead that was dishonorably discharged from the Navy. But no, he's not corrupt. There's no corruption there. He didn't pay for it. They didn't pay for Joe Biden's office for that type of influence. No. They really needed that crackhead on the board. They really wanted that crackhead because he's going to have some really great ideas, like where can you get crack in the Ukraine? Maybe on that corner. Maybe they got some crack over there. Hey, anybody have any crack? I'm sleepy, so... Well, hello? This is what's going on out there. That's what's going on out there. And look, you know what? I'm not saying that Trump is good. Perfect. No, I never said he was. Nobody has ever said that voted for Trump or anything, that he was this like role model of an individual to a family. He's been married 3 times. He cheated on wives his entire life. You think that I expected anything different from this man? I'll tell you what, tonight he was very composed. He acted very presidential tonight. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. I'm just thinking. Buddy, oh my goodness. Luke said, I'd like to remind you that in the Mueller report appointment, Trump said, this is the end of my presidency. I'm effed. Trump knows he's doing a horrible job. Luke, you obviously do not watch the news, dude. Trump even brought that up tonight. Mueller spent $48 million looking into Trump and couldn't find a thing. Do you even understand what you're talking about? Couldn't find a thing on Trump. $48 million. Not one thing on Trump. What are you talking about? You're listening and you're drinking the narrative from the left, and it's horrible because you are so far down the path when you finally realize that you've been duped by communism, of all things. Trump is human. Yeah, he makes mistakes. Look, whatever. Trump was great tonight for sure. Biden looked like he was falling asleep on stage. You see that? Here's the bottom line. As soon as he started with the, where's the Hunter thing? What are you kidding me, Joe? You got Hunter took $1.5 billion. Well, look, my Aunt Judy. Look, let's talk about something else. Look at you at home. How many times did he use fear to try to get people to vote for him? Look, you at home right now. You put your hand over to try to touch the person that you think is going to be there, and they died. Can I remind you guys of something? Remind Luke of something? In March, when they decided to come and tell President Donald J. Trump, they told Donald J. Trump, Fauci, Birx, everybody from this CDC task force, you need to shut down the government. This wasn't Trump's doing. You think Trump wanted to shut down the government? Really? He would have stayed open, but they forced him to close the government, which he did. Okay? Freaking Sleep Sofa Joe comes right out and says, this is xenophobic. It's racist. He's a racist and a xenophobe. Then he has the nerve tonight just to do exactly what he did to Bernie Sanders. He lied to the American people right to our face and said, I didn't say that. I'm going to freaking show you tomorrow when I make the next Trump show. All the crap he says he didn't say, I'm going to show you it all. Like exactly, because I've heard him say many times that he's against fracking. I'm going to show you it all. When he said today, I never said that. Okay, we're going to find the clip of Joe Biden saying, I never said that. And directly after that, you're going to see the clip of Joe Biden saying that. Just like we did in episode 7, episode 9, episode 13, episode 15. He's a creep. This guy is the biggest criminal in the history of this country, and it's going to be uncovered. And I'm so thankful that his stupid crackhead son forgot to pick up his laptop. It's almost like it's kind of, I don't know, poetic. It's poetic. Crackhead leaves laptop. All of a sudden, Joe Biden goes to jail. Oh, yeah, it's happening. And I love those people like, well, Trump's going to jail. Wait, for giving the historic black colleges and universities funding for the next 10 years. For opening up opportunity zones in cities, $250 billion, so people had opportunities they never had before. Extremely democratic, by the way. For hiring the first openly gay cabinet member. Oh, no, I'm sorry, that was 5. First president in history to do that. He's such a racist, xenophobe, bigot. But you know what? He's an anti-Semite. Absolutely. Such an anti-Semite. So anti-Semitic that he said to his daughter, yeah, I wish you luck. Get married to this man. Oh, you want to convert to Judaism? Okay, you love him? Good for you. But he's an anti-Semite. He's Hitler. You guys are all mental. It's just mental that we're living in a world where people don't see the truth for what it really is. And what is the truth? That they loved this guy before he came down the escalator. That's the truth. Everybody loved him when he used to say, you're fired. They loved him. The moment he came down and started talking about MS-13, talking about Barack Obama and how horrible Barack Obama was, that's when the left turned on Donald Trump and they decided to make him look like a villain. They did a great job of making him look like a villain. Really great job. To the point that, and anybody who's been watching this and knows the truth understands this timeline. Here's the timeline. Trump comes down escalator, says, look, Mexicans, they're setting the murderers, they're setting the killers, right? And the rapists and the bad people. And we're going to get rid of it all. Big league, because we need some good people. They cut out just all the good stuff that he says. They make it this little CNN clip. So for months, you are going towards an election where everyone's calling this guy something that he's not. I want you guys to show me footage. Luke, I want you to find some footage of him being racist. I want to see it. I want to see him being racist. Mark, so think Trump reposting white power chants is not racist. Luke, I don't know what you're talking about. I want you to show me Trump being racist. You can't. I could show you Joe Biden being racist 1,000,000 times over. In fact, you know what? Let's get to one of Joe Biden being racist so Luke can see how hypocritical he's being. Because the bottom line is this, and I love you, Luke. I love that you have an opinion. Don't think I don't. I'm just trying to express the fact that I do too. Here's the thing about Sleepy Poopy Pants. He's the biggest racist I've ever seen in my life. And the only reason I know that to be true is when you start to lose your mind and you start saying things, he's the only guy who talks about race all the time, talks about black people all the time. When he makes an example, when he gives you an example of something, a metaphor, he talks about the black race. It's the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my life. You ain't black unless you vote for me. Excuse me? You're going to put you all back in chains. Excuse me? Well, black people are just as capable and smart as white people. What? Like, he's the most racist presidential candidate I've ever seen in my life. 47 years of being racist. Now all of a sudden he's not, losing his mind, and he's more racist than he's ever been. That's just the facts. And I'm going to show you one example of him being a racist right here, because you need to see this. This is just needs to be seen. And guys, this is the big one, the one where he says the N-word twice. Yeah, that's right. Let's get to it, because I think Luke needs to see it. Apparently he never saw this. So here we go. Episode 29 of the Donald Trump Show. Biden said what?
It's Hammerl and Jameson live from the studio. We head to Donald Trump, who's home from Walter Reed Hospital after a bout with coronavirus. Ladies and gentlemen, Donald J. Trump.
Thank you. Thank you very much, and welcome to episode 29 of the Donald Trump Show. That's right, I'm back. Just back from Walter Reed, Dwayne Reed's brother. That's right, we got all of the good stuff from Dwayne. He was like, look, what do you need, Donald? My brother Walter called. He said, look, we have the President of the United States in today. What do you got? Any special prescriptions over at Dwayne Reed? So they stopped by. That's where I went in my Suburban. I went to go pick up my prescriptions from Dwayne Reed. Why are you guys giving me such a hard time for going to get my prescriptions? Look, it was a very scary time, touch and go, for a couple of days there. I wasn't feeling too good, and then now I feel like phenomenal. You know, I feel like they gave me something. I'm superhuman. I mean, maybe I'm immune. I don't know. But one thing is for sure, I'm winning big league. The problem is that you're just, like, weak, you know? You think I take off my mask and all of a sudden you're going to get coronavirus? I'm like 75 feet away from the reporters. But I guess, I mean, I may have extra superpowers when it comes to sharing coronavirus. I mean, I was built in the image of my father. Jor-El, you may have heard of him from Superman. That's right. Some people call me Superman, but I prefer Super Trump. And yeah, well, so what the hell? I passed the coronavirus to a few people like I'm the first one to do it. I mean, seriously? It's important that you understand that COVID-19 should not scare you at all. I mean, I'm 74, and I just whipped its butt. That's right. Just took a couple of cocktails of craziness like dexamethasone and a couple other things like aspirin. And look, I'm back. I'm like 1,000%, forget 100. I'm 1,000%. You know, I did want to share one clip I came across while I was in the hospital. And honestly, if anybody actually votes for sleeps over bumbling Biden Joey Futon after seeing this, then you are a racist, really. Here we go.
Geez, the reason I was able to stay sequestered in my home is because some black woman was able to stack the grocery shelf.
Just like sleeps over bumbling Biden to bring up color. Why couldn't it just be like a grocery stock person? They had to be black, huh, Sleepy? Look, I'm hearing in my earpiece that the clip I'm about to show you is the #1 most racist clip ever by Sleeps Over Joe Biden. So, congratulations, Joe. You're the most racist of them all. What do I get, beer on the wall? Well, maybe we'll actually convict you with all of your malfeasance in Ukraine and hunters going down with you, Sleepy Pooper. So, let's see how bad it really is.
We already have a nigger mayor. We don't need any more nigger big shots.
Biden. Wait, I'm sorry. What the hell? What did Sleepy? What? I'm blown away right now. They're gonna vote for this guy? Wait, I gotta hear that again.
We already have a nigger mayor. We don't need any more nigger big shots.
Biden, president.
I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
Well, I do not approve this message. Sleeps Over Joe. I'm Donald J. Trump, and I do not approve a message that calls people that. I can't believe you. And they let you get away with it? I mean, why would anybody vote for this guy? You know, I'm almost as concerned about his rhetoric as he about the name-calling. I mean, saying we don't need another big shot. Like, what are you saying, Joe? You don't like it when other races excel? I've always assumed, based on all the content we've found on Sleeps Over Joe, that he probably throws that word around left and right behind scene. Well, it's proven to be true. I don't know what else to tell you, except that Sleeps Over Joe is a racist, and you're probably going to vote for him, which just doesn't make any sense at all. Look, I think that's enough for Donald Trump Show episode 29. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good night.
Oh. So that is just what happened, and I have to make the show the way it is. Oh, Johnny, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. Oh, Todd says you guys haven't met Todd. Todd, you got to head over to the YouTube, buddy. We have 30 people on. You're all alone on Facebook, pal. Head over to the tube and join us. And oh, Luke wants to know my opinion on what he's doing, what Trump is doing with COVID. He said 8 times since February that COVID was going to go away, and he said it was a hoax and that kids are immune. Quite irresponsible. No, I agree with you on that, buddy. Look, like I said, I don't think everything Trump does is perfect, and I'll be the first one to be critical about anything that I think isn't right. And what I feel is a couple things. First of all, the first statistics were that we would lose 2.2 million people at the worst case, and at the best case, we would lose 200,000. Well, we lost 200,000. That was the best case. So I would say they did the right things. Now, going out and saying that it's not dangerous and saying that it doesn't spread and that kids don't is definitely irresponsible. I agree with you. But as far as it goes, what we were told at the very beginning when they shut down this economy was 2.2 million people in the United States of America are going to die. 2.2 million. And we all feared that, and we went into our basements like sleepy poopy pants. And now we're sitting here. What I have to say this too is about this. I want to keep... Nobody calls this guy out on this. Joe Biden keeps using this one statistic I want to ask you about, Luke. I want to ask everybody about right now. So we've lost 216,000 people, I believe the number is. And that's from January till today, which is October 23rd, okay? So we're talking about 10 months and 23 days to 216,000 people. How can Joe Biden continue to splatter out this crap stat that we're going to lose 200,000 more people by the end of the year? We're going to be 400,000 people dead by the end of this year. That's a month and a half from now. 2.5 months from now, we're going to lose $100,000 people a month? Really? The numbers don't make sense. Let me just go over the real numbers. The first month and a half, 2 months of this virus, 3 months of this virus, until May, we lost 121,000 people. 121,000 people in the first couple months. We started to get a handle on it. What the Democrats use as the spin is that, well, younger people got it, so the death rate went down. And that's why the numbers are different. The cases are up, deaths are down, but it's because younger people are getting it. No. It's because people like Cuomo put 40,000 people, they put 10,000, 12,000 people into nursing homes and let them die. Does anybody realize the President of the United States sent a ship to New York Harbor so they can have sick people go to the ship instead of into nursing homes? But here's the thing I want you to understand. This wasn't just Cuomo. This was nationwide, worldwide. This was a coordinated effort. I think it had something to do with Event 201, because for Ireland and for Greece to have sent their sick people back into the nursing homes, that's a little odd, isn't it? Isn't it a little odd if you all of a sudden are seeing not just Cuomo do it, but you're seeing Ireland saying that they did the same practice? I wonder how many of these countries around the world did exactly the same thing. Survival of the fittest. Let me just throw one little theory at you that I have. This is straight up bonkers stuff, right? Every once in a while, I'm going to go there for you. We are on the cusp of an AI revolution. What we know of as our current workforce is going to change like that. I think it may have happened in this last year without us knowing it. This last year that we've been inside our homes, while they're planning something around us, while they're creating this new existence, this new normal. How many times do you hear that? This is the new normal. Are you serious? This is the new normal? No, I refuse to allow this to be the new normal. And I'm voting for a guy who refuses to let this be the new normal when 99.6% of the people survive. When 99% of people that are older survive, then we have an issue with the virus. Now, look, if there is seriously a 21 coming, if there's a 21 coming and we're talking about an amplified version of what we have, now I'm very concerned. I've been hearing about that for a while, and that's a very real possibility. But I'm voting for a guy who's not going to shut my country back down again, who's not going to usher in communism, who's not going to take away my property and tell me, look, we're going to help you with your debts because everybody's going to be in debt at the end of this. It's going to be tough for most people to climb their way out of what they're putting us through this last year, okay? I hear what's going on is they're going to have everybody sign a document that says, look, you no longer own your property. We own everything, but you no longer own, you don't owe anything to the bank anymore. You could stay there. Oh, really? I could stay in my house? I can stay in my house? Oh, thank you. Thank you, Sleep Sofa Joe. I appreciate you. Guys, nobody thought Castro was going to take socialism and turn it into communism. But what did he do? He turned socialism into communism. You got people that are instilled in government right now that are straight up trying to change the way America is run, the way America's been functioning for hundreds of years, and it's already happened. Think about this. None of this that we're in right now started until all these programs the Democrats put in place. None of it. We actually used to have a surplus way back. I'm kind of speaking out of turn here. I don't know much about this, okay? I'm just telling you that these are my thoughts. Yes, Luke, 100%. No matter how small the number, a chance 200,000 people have had the world's turn apart. Losing a loved one is the most horrible feeling. Absolutely. And I totally agree with you. Trump should never mock that at all. I do think the 200,000 number is also extremely amplified. I don't believe that's the number at all. I don't. I know for a fact, I can't say for a fact, but I know based on a lot of hearsay that they call anybody who's been, say Trump had a test that said he was positive, and then he takes 4 more tests while he's trying to not be positive anymore. He's 5 positive tests. Not Trump positive 5 times, one subject 5 times. He's 5 positive people. So if somebody continues to take a test, continues to come back positive, that's not just, okay, Tim still has corona. That's another Tim having corona. So this number could be completely out of whack. The other thing is, if you look at the real numbers, now again, this is prefaced by something I want to share. 10,000 people died of COVID-19. 10,000. The other 190+ thousand died because they had comorbidities. Now here's the thing. The reason that 10,000 died and 190,000 died because of comorbidities is because we're not a healthy nation. We're not a healthy nation. If we were, then a lot less people would die and a lot less people would have comorbidities. But because we have comorbidities, we're seeing a high amount of people dying. And what Luke is saying is true. One person dying is too much. But I will tell you this, Luke, and if you haven't seen it, tell me. I hear Trump saying that a lot. One person dying is too much. But for people like Joe Biden to say how much of a failure he's been, when they said worst case is 2.2 million, best case is 200,000. Where are we right now? Someone tell me, are we at 2 billion? Are we at 1.2 million? Are we at 800,000? Are we at 1.8 million? Are we at 2.1 million? Are we at the best case scenario? They said, where are we by next year? Best case scenario, 2.2 million, or worst case scenario, 2.2 million. Best case scenario, 200,000 are going to die. 200,000 Americans, that's best case scenario. Well, so I'm confused. Because if we lost 200,000 and one's more than it should be, obviously. But they said best case scenario. So now I'm very confused. Because best case scenario is what they accomplished. Worst case scenario would have been Joe Biden said, we shouldn't close that. You're a xenophobe for closing down the border to China. You're a xenophobe, you're a racist. And by the way, he said tonight that he didn't say that. I can't wait to show you guys tomorrow when he absolutely said that. I remember seeing the video. I couldn't believe I'm watching him. He's like, this president's a xenophobe, he's a racist. Yeah, I specifically remember him saying the word racist. Somebody please find that for me. Because is Wages on with us? Is my brother Wages here with us? I'm sorry, I got into Isn't it crazy, guys? I was about to go off the air, and now we're going crazy here. We're going crazy over here. Is Wages on with us right now? I missed it. I didn't see my brother come in. If you're here, Brother Wages, let me know. I'm not sure if you're here with us or if you're live right now. Let me just check and see. Let me take a quick look and see. No, Wages is live. My brother, I'll see. I'm just saying this. I just put. He looks like he's still live. Oh my goodness, guys. So look, I don't think Wages is in with us yet, but I want to just clear it up though, because I think Luke has some great points. You know, look, no one should ever die from COVID-19, and I think what would be interesting actually is if people went back and watched the episodes of Dr. Richard M. Fleming that I had on my program. 4 weeks in a row, I had Dr. M. Fleming on here, Richard M. Fleming. And he went over COVID. He went over this virus like crazy, okay? He dropped some serious information on it, and he explained that really nobody needs to die from this. First of all, he said what's killing people is the thrombosis, the deep thrombosis. And bottom line, that's basically your blood starting to coagulate. And that's what's causing a lot of strokes and what's causing a lot of people to die, and that they call it a cytokine storm. These things take place because our immune system is trying to fight against this virus, and it doesn't know how to handle it, and it gets overwhelmed. So the idea here is this. If you treat the symptoms, you save lives. Dr. Fleming said it best. Treat the symptoms, save lives. Dr. Fleming actually has a formula of what drugs do work in order to fight the symptoms and to save lives. And he had some pretty interesting stats that most people have a success rate of whatever. His was like saving 93% of the people. It was like nuts. Very interesting stuff. I did 4 episodes with him for 3 to 4 hours each one. If you want to go back and check that out, Luke, you may really enjoy it because that dude's brilliant. That dude, he was actually one of the Kennedy kids. I don't know if you guys know what this is. Back when Kennedy was around, they found all these really bright young kids, like genius level kids, and they put them in a room, do like all this crazy stuff with math and with science, with psychic abilities, whatever. He was one of the Kennedy kids. Super interesting dude, but hearing him speak is something. He's very bright. And we had a great conversation, 4 conversations to be exact. And he covered how to protect ourselves against this. Now, again, it's not a perfect science, but it's his belief that people don't need to die from COVID. Jesus, sorry to keep saying it. People don't need to die from the virus, and they need to be aware of thrombosis because that's what's really the problem. That's also what kills a lot of people from flu. Nobody realizes this until now. They never really looked into it until this with COVID-19, with this 27,000 thing. I keep saying stuff. CV, yeah. Kyle, thank you, brother. This thing with the CV, okay? This CV thing, okay? But seriously, if you think about it, until this thing came about, they never really looked into what causes the flu, why people die of the flu in such a high number. But they're learning now it has to do with the thrombosis. People die of stroke. They die of complications from the flu because their blood starts to coagulate. And it creates different symptoms. Again, that cytokine storm, it's something that your body can't handle. Again, I'm speaking out of turn here. This is stuff I learned from Dr. Fleming, and he was very, very bright. Yeah. Yeah, Luke said it. Is no one going to question that Trump is 74 years old and obese? And well, I'll tell you why, Luke. You didn't see this? Luke, I guess you missed this. I'm going to have to show Luke exactly why that happened. You guys know why it happened because you've seen this already. But bottom line is this, Luke. Let me show you what happened, why it happened, and the reason why we have a 3-day turnaround for Trumper on the CV. Here we go. Donald, are you there?
Hi, Mark.
Hey, Donald.
How are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
Good. Yeah, I'm just here outside of the White House getting some fresh air. You know, my coronavirus is completely gone. They said I'm a miracle.
Already?
They don't realize I'm the son of Jor-El. Seriously, but you're Superman. You can really do anything you want.
You're
but
not Superman.
I think Sleeps Over Joe is just afraid of facing me for round 2. He needs his gimmicks. Last time he had a teleprompter contact lens system, and what does he want to do this time? He's just going to have somebody sitting next to him. They're going to put him on mute, and they're going to say, Joe, say this. And he's going to be like, look, my Aunt Judy told me to say something. Look, I'm just kind of sick of it, Mark. What do you think I should do?
You know, Donald, I'd probably fight back, is what I would do.
I agree. I should probably fight back, right? I mean,
Yeah.
it's unacceptable.
Totally.
There's no way that I would virtually debate the Sleeps Over. I mean, who's going to tell if they don't just put a screenshot of him because he took a nap?
That's what I was
You
thinking.
won't be able to tell.
Exactly.
Look, I don't know, Mark. I appreciate your advice, though.
Oh, always.
Look, get back to your show. I'll let you know how it turns out tomorrow.
All right.
Okay?
All right. Sounds good.
Have a good night.
Have a good night.
Bye, Real Talk family.
Oh, guys, say bye.
Donald J. Trump, winning big league.
Oh, my goodness. Winning big league, really. So, Luke, I do a lot of these funny things, pal. And you know what I always wonder, too? Because, Luke, you're obviously on the other side. Do you think they're funny? Because I think you're I got to tell you, I love you, buddy, because most people won't even just have a conversation anymore. You're at least being like really cool and asking questions and allowing me to speak without saying, oh, screw you. So I just want to tell you, like, this is a positivity platform, and I want everybody to feel like totally welcome here and to understand, even though I think this guy did amazing things for this country in the last 4 years based on the facts. I understand people get an opinion based on what they see from fake news. It's a very clear thing that's going on right now. One thing I want you to do, Luke, if you'll do me this one favor, okay? Is you seem really cool. Oh, cool. Luke says he does like it. Okay, I'm glad, buddy. I wanted to make sure that I felt like when I started doing these Trump bits, I'm like, even if you don't like Trump, you should be able to laugh at how much of a buffoon I'm being as Trump. You know what I mean? So I'm glad you like him. What I wanted you to do is, and tell me if this has an effect, Luke. I thought if someone typed in on Google Donald Trump's accomplishments as president of the United States, and as you pull that up, don't read it, just pull it up. And before you start reading, I want you to say something just to change your mind. I want you to say, these are Ronald Reagan's accomplishments. Or I want you to say, these are Bill Clinton's accomplishments. Or Barack Obama's accomplishments. I want you to pick someone that you either revere or someone you're neutral about. Okay, can you do that for me? Because the thing is, when people hear the name Trump at all, no matter what they read, they put a bad taste in their mouth when they're reading it. But if you could just do me one favor and imagine for a second that these are Obama's accomplishments while you read it, I'd like to see what you think of just the accomplishments, not of the man, not of the things you hear from social media or from the news itself. Thank you, brother. I love you. But I'd like to hear your thoughts, because this is what I saw when I did that. I couldn't believe he hired the first openly gay person to his cabinet. That had never been done before. I didn't realize that. I didn't realize that he'd released 4,400 prisoners. It's called the Jeriform Act. He released these 4,400 prisoners from prison for very minor crimes. But here's the crazy thing. He got 4% of the black vote in 2016. Did you know that 97% of those people in the Jeriform Act were black? Now, why would a guy who got 4% of the vote release 97% of black people from a prison when Obama didn't do it? That's something I always wondered. And so I'm reading through these things, Luke, and I was kind of blown away at all of the amazing things this president did for the country. And then I started thinking to myself this. Okay, I'm going to tell you a quick parable, quick story. Teacher gets up in front of the classroom. He starts writing down problems on the board. Hello, everybody. How are you? I'm so glad you're with us. This is show 2. I erased the first one because I streamed the debates for everybody to come here and chat, and I didn't realize I can get a copyright strike. So thank the Lord. I shut off the show, went right into my videos, and it was already there. So I just erased the thing before it could process. So now we're back for round 2, and we're kind of getting into accomplishments of the President of the United States. We're talking about the debates. We're talking about the fact that there's a sleeps over, that is a corrupt individual. He took billions of dollars, his son did at least, that he's a crackhead. Like, I'm worried about something. If you took this scenario, guys, and you just changed the name to Trump, and you said, look, Donald Trump Jr., he went with his daddy on an airplane to Ukraine, and he came back with a job, $183,000 a month. Then to China, came back with $1.5 billion worth of securities to manage. By the way, he was also a crackhead, and all of them knew it. That tells you something. Paid for. Already paid for. Jedi, how are you? So glad to see you. Oh, my goodness, yeah. Jedi said, let's go back to real constitution for all humanity. No more maritime law and corporate law. Look, I'm not too up to date on every amendment, every detail. All I know is this. We have the right to speak our minds. We have the right to connect and be positive and be happy. And when they throw me in a room for 600 plus days because I'm positive and I want to connect this world, and you realize it's only because they want us to divide, that stuff just pisses me off. And when I see these two people up there today, and I see one guy is just a straight up liar, sleepy poopy pants. I mean, are you kidding me? Everything out of his mouth, he's got that sly smile. I'll tell you, his smile freaks me out. Who else is freaked out by this guy's smile? As soon as Trump's hitting him with truth. Look, my Aunt Judy told me that wasn't true. Oh, that's a Russia. Russia? Or let me ask you guys something. You tell me honestly. Look at what has happened in America in the last 4 years. Where have you ever seen anything with Russia? What have you seen with Russia, involved with Russia at all, besides the Democrats creating a narrative of Russia? Have you seen anything? Or do you see China involved? Do you see China releasing a virus? Do you see China, for the first time ever, having a bad year? And all of a sudden, we're dealing with our year that we've had from hell because of President Xi-Hol. Renee, how are you? Christine, how are you? Angels, Conspiracy's back in the house. And Cheryl, how you doing? Gypsy Soul, Weddy Pooh Bear, River Ray Chuckatoo, going to have some good times, really. What did I mention on Obama? What did I say about Obama? Patriot, how are you? I'll tell you what I said about Obama. Look, I voted for Obama the first term. Absolutely not in the second term. He was a terrible president. I thought he was going to be great. I went in there so excited to have the first black president in history. I said, this is it. We're finally to a point where everybody could say, look it, everybody's equal now. I could go up and be the president because we had a president that was black for the first time ever. And then after 4 years, we had Mitt Romney show up, and I'm like, you know what? This president was terrible. This Affordable Care Act, I'm a real estate agent. I'm getting destroyed by this thing and by everything else, my taxes. And I said, you know what? Let's get a businessman in office. Well, Mitt Romney, Bullworth, he couldn't pull it off. Doesn't that dude look just like Warren Beatty? I'm just saying. And so I'd be like, Warren Beatty, let's get Warren Beatty in as president. And of course, Warren Beatty didn't win. And he's done nothing to help our president either, huh? He's been nothing but a roadblock because he's a loser. And he's can't stand the fact that Trump wins. Look, I'm winning big league. Okay, look, every time I go and do something, I'm a winner, okay? Mitt Romney's a friggin' loser. Yeah, well, go ahead and your tabernacle choir over there, really? But anyway, so Wages in the house, my brother, woo! Virgo, how you doing? And really, 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 Dita Lane is here. But guys, I want to show you something very quickly. I did this because there's two things that happened. This has everything to do with the world we're living in right now. Guys, it's a crazy world that we're living in. I'm actually going to play you what we dropped today as the premiere because it's kind of both of them back to back, and you're going to get a kick out of this. Because this one didn't get any views. That's sad because this is pretty solid. I'm going to play it with Trump first and then Biden second. Check this out. Let me make sure that I close this up. All right, here we go. Where's my screen? Oh, there we go. I'm definitely not playing that debate again. Woof. Check this out. This is me. I can play my own stuff.
Good grammar and spelling are important. But if you want to write essays that inspire...
It's Hammerlin Jameson live from the studio. We had to Donald Trump from the rally. Let's go to it. Ladies and gentlemen, Donald J. Trump.
2 more weeks of them bullcrapping the people. They're going to continue to push the fake narrative that Joe Biden is winning. Have you seen his crowds? There's like 7 people. Look, I have more people standing right behind me than Joe Biden has at his entire rallies. It's crazy. In fact, there's more Trump supporters trolling Biden than Biden supporters that are telling him how much they love his sleepy butt. I heard when he pulls up on the bus, he's already sleeping. They have to wake him up. They're like, Joe, it's time for you to give your 7-minute speech. It is a teleprompter for a 7-minute speech. It's unbelievable. You know, we should just put him in a sarcophagus in the basement at his house. You know, sometimes when I see Joe cough, I think dust is going to come out. He's a lumpy mess, really. You know, look, we have enough furniture in the Oval Office. We don't need another sleep sofa. Oh, what about a Joey futon? I don't want a Joey futon. Okay? This is the United States of America. We're over futons. We're over sleep sofas. And we need 4 more years of Trumper. Let's dial it in, people. And I'll see you at the next Donald Trump show. Good night.
This is Felix Robertson. We're live from the studio. We're going to Joe Biden, who's live right now, delivering a passionate message to all of his followers and supporters. Ladies and gentlemen, Joe Biden, former vice president.
Look, my Aunt Judy, I spoke to her. She said all the info's coming out about Hunter, the repair shop, crack pipes, hookers. It's not looking good for my son. You know, look, and I was not taking kickbacks. I'm going to tell you that right now. I'm not the big guy, okay? I'm not sure who the big guy is. And yeah, I'm at the top of the heap, but that doesn't mean I'm the big guy. Could be a fat guy or somebody who was in there. I don't know. Look, anyway, don't try to change the subject. My son Hunter's a good guy, all right? He didn't do anything wrong. He smoked a little crack. Banged a couple prostitutes. What's wrong with that? Look, this is America, isn't it? Well, we are refuting the fact that it is a Hunter Biden laptop. It's probably somebody else with the same name. Maybe their dad has someone named Big Guy. I don't know. But you could just forward all of your concerns to the big guy. That's right. I've had people say, well, change the name Hunter to Don Jr. How would you react? I would have started an investigation immediately. I would sick the wolves on him. Because we know Donald Trump would have done it. His sons would have done it. We just know it about them. Of course, most people don't even understand. I'm a sleep sofa. I'm not actually called sleep sofa, Joe. I'm an actual sleep sofa. Some people take a nap on me. Look, the American people could take a nap on me, and we could just ride our way through another 4 years of this chaos. And I think we should be wearing masks. Well, I'm going to mandate masks. I'm also going to mandate that you get a vaccine, whether you're healthy or not. I'm trying to protect you. 99.7% of people survive. I'm trying to fill that gap by having us all vaccinated. I'm Bulletproof Biden, and I approve this message.
Bulletproof Biden! There he is! Oh, Bulletproof Biden! You missed a picture of him there, though. Oh, my goodness, guys. Oh, I love that bit. That was yesterday's. Guys, every day I make face swaps. Every single day you see something like that. Like, check this out. This is from last week. I do these all the time. This is Cuomover. You guys know he calls in, right? Hey, Cuomover, are you there?
Hey, Mark.
Hey.
How you doing?
I'm good. How you doing?
Look, it's me, Andrew. I'm just here doing my presser today.
I know. I was trying to get you on.
Talking about the 2 things that Trump should not have done.
2 things?
3 things, really.
3?
Maybe even 4.
4?
You know, this guy is crazy. I'm gonna go for 5.
Don't go
I'm gonna go for 5.
Don't do it.
I did it right there.
Are you freaking kidding me?
Look, I heard that Trump's out and about at Walter Reed.
Yeah, I heard that.
Is that what you heard?
I did, yeah.
I can't figure this out. You got COVID-19. What are you doing out of the hospital?
Seriously?
You should be there with the doctors. And aren't you also spreading COVID-19?
I would think
you're like Secret Service agents, at least. I mean,
yeah.
I don't know. I'm just trying to figure it out, Mark. But look, I don't think it's gonna just go away magically like Trump thinks.
You don't think
he's
so?
Gonna have some hard times, just like Chris did.
Chris?
You know, my brother had the COVID,
That's
and for
right.
days he was dealing with the high
Chris
temperatures, middle of the night. It's gonna be like terrors, night terrors.
Yeah.
Well, look, I hope it doesn't happen. Maybe, c'est la vie. I said my novenas. It could be because I said my novenas that Trump's doing okay.
It could be Cuomo.
I'm just saying that when I come and I do a novena, there's an actual impact there, all right?
All right, easy does
But
it.
look,
Jeez.
I would just not be driving around in a Suburban waving at people if I had COVID-19.
I get it.
I mean, Biden's probably in his basement, so I guess,
he's looking good if you think about it. He's got COVID-19 and he's like out and about doing presses.
He's doing pressers.
And Sleeps Over Joe is like nowhere to be found. So, in a way, for optics, Trump looks really good right now.
I think so too.
I think Joey Futon's got to come out of his basement if he wants to have a shot at this.
He's taking a nap.
Because the way it looks to the world right now is this president's going to come out stronger than ever.
I think so too.
And Sleepy's just napping it out.
He's a napper.
Look, I gotta go, Mark, but I'll see you on the next Real Talk.
All right, Cuomo.
I'll see you tomorrow. Right,
see you later, buddy. That's Andrew Cuomo. So, guys, just a couple of names you may not know yet, just so you're aware if you stick around for a little while, because we do have to play with different keywords here on the tube in order to not get kicked off the air. So a few of them we have. It's not Nancy Pelosi. It's Nancy Pelosi. Okay, look, everything she touches turns to poison. So we call her Nancy Pelosi. Pensy, do you remember when I came up with that? I sure do, Mr. President. That's right, Pensy. Just stand aside. It's my show. Holy cow. Melania. What's the other one? Oh, that's right. President G-hole. Look, some people are just G-holes. Like when I see President G-hole next time, I'm going to look right in his eye. You can't look at people in both eyes. Did you ever notice that? It's one or the other. Okay? You could stare at somebody, but you're really staring at one eyeball because your eyes go to a point. So if you're trying to say, look, I'm going to stare at someone in their eyes, you're a liar. Okay? You can't do it. You're looking at their eye. Imagine if you were talking to a horse. You'd say, hey, look at that bowling ball eye. I'm talking to it right now. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Oh, wait, hold on a second. Magic 8-ball. Could you tell me, is Donald J. Trump going to win the election? Hold on, I'm looking into that horse's eye. It looks positive to this horse. I think Trump's going to win big league. I think we're going to win big league. With Melania, no. You don't use the gold toilet. You know that. Melania, the porcelain one is one more door down on the right. She's always tried to use my gold toilet. I can't. It's mine. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm not being a miser. This is Trump's territory. Okay, I only leave my own drumper in that toilet. It's the gold toilet. And I love gold. Look, if she wasn't from Slovenia, maybe we consider. I'm going to put a sign across that one, Melania. It says no Melanias, no Slovenians, okay? Baron can use it. He's half. Oh, guys, this is what I do. I'm out of my freaking mind. How's everybody doing? I love you all. So happy to be on here with you guys. I'm gonna play you a little something here. Let's keep this laugh going, okay? You guys want to keep laughing? I got some more for you. There was a SCOTUS thing. This is one of my favorites. Trump, are you there? Are we picking a SCOTUS? What are we doing? Trump.
Hi, Mark. How are you?
Good. What's going on?
I'm just in Ohio today. I got a rally. Going
cool.
to tell everybody about the sleeps over, Mark.
He
basically is napping in his basement with Hunter.
That's what I think
taking
too.
a nap together, maybe. Maybe they're working on a diorama together of the outer space. Look, Hunter, Neptune. Look at Uranus goes around the sun. It really
Donald.
does, Hunter. Anyway, look, I'm going to be selecting a new Supreme Court justice this week. I'm leaning towards Judge Reinhold. That's right. I think he would be a really
From
good
Fast Times?
SCOTUS. But
What?
I'm getting some pressure to select a woman. So I'm thinking about Judge Judy. I don't know. We're
Judge
working
Judy?
on it, but
What?
I've got to get going now.
Are you
Look,
kidding me?
Mark, if it was up to you, would you go Judge Judy or Judge Reinhold?
Neither. They're both characters from a TV
I'm
show.
going to leave it to the people. Let them try. Because, look, I don't think you know, Mark. I'm sorry. I like the Real Talk show, but you're not in politics, Mark.
What, are you kidding?
You don't know what needs to be done in order to stop the evil of this world.
Donald,
They
they're
call
TV
it
characters.
Poison President G-hole and sleeps over Joe Biden. I call them the Sleepy Brigade, Mark.
I love
That's
that.
Right. Now, look,
Sleeper
I've got to
Brigade, I
get
love
going. See you soon.
All right,
Have a
Donald.
Good night.
I'll see you tomorrow. So that's another one we did right before he picked the SCOTUS.
You're fired. And let's see, maybe I can play you another one, because we have a lot, really. I mean, we always have them on the show. Is this one or is this not one? I don't think these ones are ones. When you can see a picture of Trumper, and I'm learning what I got here. When I can see a picture of a Trumper, there's a call to me. Like, let's see what he had over here. Gold Saver. We did this one the other day, I think. Hi, Mark. Look, I'm just about to get on a plane going to Florida.
Oh, Florida.
And we're doing a lot of big things down there. Of course,
happening?
I'm going to be getting a round of golfing as well.
Of course you are.
Because the weather is still really nice. Look, I don't think they have COVID really at Mar-a-Lago.
Mar-a-Lago's
I
off
told them
limits?
not to come. I
What?
pay coronavirus in gold. You all know that, right?
What?
Because it does not take offense to gold. It will actually turn and go in the other direction. I've seen some medical documents to prove that gold can get rid of the coronavirus.
What?
Fauci didn't like it, but it's true. I understand you're not going to do the Trump show, the movie tonight, which is good because I'll be on the plane anyway. So
Oh, good.
maybe you could play it tomorrow, and then I could watch it with Melania. I mean, that would be awesome if you don't mind. Let me know if that's possible. Anyway, look, I've got to get going. I'll see you tomorrow on the next Real Talk.
I'll see you tomorrow, Donald. Since we get a lot of these little call-ins. But let's get back to something else. I'll play you something like the Trump show or something like that. You know, I really like to play this Justin Trudeau bit. It's just one of my favorite newer bits. I did this a couple weeks ago, or I did this on day 650 in a row. So this was 12 days ago. Check this out.
It's Hammerlin Jameson live from the studio. We head to a phone call between Justin Trudeau and Donald J. Trump. Ladies and gentlemen, Justin Trudeau.
My fellow Canadians, we are at a crucial point in a time with COVID-19. I will be taking a phone call with our neighbor to the south, Donald Trump, who believes that he can help us in our battle. And unfortunately, he has contracted COVID-19. So our hearts are out to him and all of those living in the United States. We, as Canadians, are completely in unison with our support to our neighbors from the south. So let's see what that phone call is about. Justin, it's Donald J. Trump. How are you? Mr. President, it's a pleasure to speak with you again. I hear you had a spike up in Canada, and we're very much concerned about you. Well, thank you, Mr. President. We appreciate your concerns towards us, your neighbors to the north. How are you doing with the coronavirus? Oh, no, I'm doing fine. Coronavirus. Nobody in America realizes that I'm the son of Jor-El. Wait, you mean Superman's son? That's right. My father came here from Krypton. Mr. President, they're saying certain things about you, and I'm a little concerned hearing your descriptive nature on this phone call. Gave birth to me, then I came, and I was living in a field for like 4 days until my uncle and my aunt came and found me. Mr. President, that's the actual script to Superman. I was asleep underneath like an old milk truck or something. And when they found me, they were like, oh, look, there's a baby underneath the milk truck. You know, go and get him under the milk truck. And I said, no, I'm okay. I spoke perfect English at like age 0. Put my finger on the truck, pushed it aside, got up. I said, look, my name is Trump. You could call me Super Trump if you want, but really, my name is Kal-El. Donald, I think you may need some help. Look, you have to understand that I was made on a different planet. So I'm able to take on coronavirus without any sort of backlash, really. I'm pretty sure you were born here, right, Justin, in Canada? Yes. Yeah, that's not going to do you any good. Look, Justin, I just wanted you to know that we've got your back. All you gotta do is reach out, let the trumper know, and I'll send you any supplies you need. You need any ventilators? You need any PPE?
I'll check with the health ministry to see if we need anything.
Look, just don't ask Andrew Cuomo for anything, because he's going to, kill people in a nursing home. And look, I'm going to see. Let's get him on the line real quick. Hey, Cuomo, how do you think we should handle Canada?
Hey, Donald, how you doing? I got your question sent over to me by my assistant. I would probably consider sending some of those people to the nursing homes. I mean, look, it didn't work for us, okay? But if they put them out there, there's like a 50-50 chance that maybe they'll get some right, some of them will die.
Cuomo, we're not going to do that. See, I told you, Justin, it's just a waste of time. Look, this has been really a great conversation, Justin. But I do have to get going. I'm going to see Melania on Saturday Night Live. We're going to watch The Real Talk Show.
The Real Talk Show?
I'm not really sure if you watch The Real Talk Show, but you should tune in.
I'll have to check out what that's about.
Yeah, stop by. Melania and I will be in the chat all night. Anyway, appreciate you, Justin.
Mr. President, stay well and stay safe.
You too, Justin. Have a great night.
So, guys, I love that bit. One of the best bits, right? It just came out. That was recent. So I wanted to play something real quick for you guys because without the BeatSeat. My BeatSeat is my way of playing. I love to play with my BeatSeat, but we're just playing acoustic because I don't sitting over there, the BeatSeat. I've got my comfortable seat here. But I saw Gypsy Soul come on, and it reminded me of the song that Wolfie asked me to play recently, because there's a part about Gypsy Soul in there. So I figured what I'd do is play an acoustic version of Into the Mystic. Hope you enjoy. We're born for the wind, so younger than the sun. Yeah, the body boat was one as we sailed into the mistake. I can now hear the sailors cry. Smell that seas and touch the sky. Let your soul and the spirit fly into the mystic. And when that foghorn whistle blows, I will be coming home. And when that foghorn whistle blows, I wanna hear it. I don't wanna fear it, and I wanna rock your gypsy soul, just like the way back the days of old. Magnificently we fold into the mystic. Born before the wind, so younger than the sun. Oh, hey, the body boat was one, sailing to the mystic. I can now hear the sailors cry, smell the seas and touch the sky, and let your soul and spirit fly into the mystic. When that foghorn whistle blows, Hope you'll be coming home. And when that foghorn whistle blows, I don't want to fear it. I want to rock your gypsy soul. Like way back the days of old, magnificently we fall into the mistake. Magnificently we fall into the mistake. Just a little tune for you real quick. Just a little tune for, just a little tunage for you. Mark, good night, my friend. If I missed anybody while I was playing that. King Kong, how you doing? So good to see you live with us. Always at the end. If the Beastie Boys are playing, let's get Biden into the mosh pit. I like that. We should get Biden into the mosh pit. Oh, my Aunt Judy told me I should go in there. My Aunt Judy told me to go into the mosh pit. Luke, thanks, buddy. Look, guys, this is what I want. This is my point. Ready? Listen to this message from Luke. Thanks for the show, Mark. We may have different political opinions, but I had a great time. Had some laughs, and this is overall a very supportive and great community you have. Hoping to see more from you. Luke, I love you, buddy. And you know what? You just proved my point, is that this is the platform for us all to gather, regardless of political position, regardless of religious belief, because when we're here, we connect on positivity and light and love and laughter, all the things we desperately need in 2020. So I welcome every single soul to come and join us here because Luke knows what's going on. I don't know what's right and what's wrong. He doesn't know what's right and what's wrong. We just see what we see from our own perspective. But what I would say is I love everyone's perspective. Just respect mine. Seriously, I respect yours, respect mine. I want you to believe what you believe. I want you to find something that inspires you and makes you feel passionate. And I support that. And if it's different than what I believe, I support that even more. Because your uniqueness, to me, is the most beautiful thing there is. I would never want you to be something you are not. I want you to be. I want you to become everything you are meant to be. That only happens if you drive into your heart, into your soul, and you dig in there and find something amazing to share with this world. I hope you'll come and join me again, Luke. Because we're going to just keep laughing and playing silly things. And every day I make a new one, so you just never really know what's going to go on. But this is the point, guys. If the entire world could have a mindset like Luke has, the mindset that I have, which is that we all should have differing opinions. Some of us we're a little bit closer to each other. So others are completely different. But a respect for someone is the first step. A respect is the first step that we've lost. And what I find interesting, I can't even have a conversation with people anymore. Lady Blue knows, agree to disagree and move forward. Yeah, absolutely. Nita knows what's going on too. Like, we're here to get along. We need to connect. We need to figure out how to come back together. Luke is going to be the first person that understands that because he has a differing opinion to me politically, but he did not leave. Did you know some people come on, guys? Somebody came on a few weeks ago, Wages. Listen to this. Someone came on a few weeks ago. This is hilarious. They spent who was on with this? I mean, a lot of you were on with this, and someone's going to be like, I remember that. Daniel, I think, was on during this. Someone was on with us who came across from your platform, I'm pretty sure. They spent the first 30 minutes saying how much they loved the show, Wages. Oh, I've never laughed this hard in my life. Because we're just talking like, this is really inspirational, the music. And then all of a sudden, I played a Trump clip. And she goes, F Trump. I didn't know you supported Trump. F Trump. I'm out of here, or something like that. And we all laughed because, like, wait, if you look back over the first, 30 minutes of the show, this one person was like how much they loved and how great they were, the community, how supportive everybody was, the love within the community in the chat. And then all of a sudden it was, F you, F Trump, I'm out of here. I was like, whoa, that's weird. But Luke came in here. He had real questions. He asked me my opinion. And you know what? I will always give it if someone asks. And I speak in the moment. You guys know that. I don't have a script here. What I come at you with is the moment coming at you, and, this is how I feel about it. And most people aren't as mature as Luke was about that. They'll throw the F-bomb at you, tell you that you're a racist and a xenophobe, and they'll leave. I'll say, wait a second. The guy's been live for 662 days to the world to try to connect us. Doesn't get paid to be here. That guy's a racist, a xenophobe? Really? I want you to start thinking before you say things. People aren't doing that anymore. Like, to me, Gypsy. Did you like that, by the way? I played that song. I hope you enjoyed it. But Gypsy's killing it. Hey, by the way, whenever Nita Lane comes on, I got to play something for Nita. Because Nita was on. You're going to look. I want you guys to watch the chat, okay? Look at the chat in this video here. George, I love you, buddy. Thank you so much, pal, for the super chat. You are amazing. So check this out. When Nita came on, every once in a while she'll swing into the show. Don't think I don't notice. I notice when all of you guys come on. I love you all. Especially when you step up and you actually communicate. This is an interactive program. This will always be like this. I've had a couple people say, oh, well, this is so great, but when it gets bigger, excuse me, I don't know if this show ever gets bigger than 50 people like with us daily, but when you 50 are with me, it's us. And if you speak to me, I'll speak back to you. I'll play music. I'll bring you into the song. I will always do more than you expect. And George Rochelle, I love you, buddy. Thank you so much for all of your support. And when you guys tell me, hey, I went out and I told 2 people today about the show or whatever, it means, well, B, buddy. B's filling up my pocket with love. Thank you, pal. You're so amazing. But it's something interesting when you're starting to get love back. Like, guys, that's amazing. Thank you. Because all I want to do is continue to supply you with whatever I got. But it means a lot when you show your love back. It really does. Thank you. This is what I wanted to play for Nita. Nita, do you remember this occasion that took place? First of all. Secondly, if you remember what happened. I can't find it all of a sudden. Is it over here? Yeah, here it is. So look on the chat on the video itself, okay? Check this out. Like, did you guys see my rap for Joe Biden? Look at that. Yet? Look on the bottom. This is pretty funny. She got it right already.
Very willing to let the American public judge my physical and mental my physical as well as my mental fitness, my mental fitness, my mental fitness.
Look, I can't help it that you chose a sleep sofa as your candidate.
My physical as well as my mental fitness, my mental fitness, my mental.
Have you heard of Joe Biden in the basement? He be hiding, waiting to come out to see his shadow. Run back downstairs. He's a groundhog. Oh no, there's 6 more weeks of race war.
Physical as well as my mental fitness.
Oh, woo! Oh, so that's going to be the rap. I'm going to write over that. I think I just did it. I think that'll just be it. I'll clip it tomorrow and drop that, what we just did right there, Nita. Nita! Have you heard of Joe Biden? In the basement, he be hiding. Nita, that clip exists. That clip's out there with you. I'm talking to you. Like, I always think that's kind of a funny thing that, like, one day you could be driving in your car listening to my podcast, and I'll be, like, talking to Nita. I'll be like, well, he's talking to me. I'm in my car. Like, do you guys understand, like, I haven't put out a podcast in a little bit. I'm going to be dropping a bunch. I got to get back out and do it again. And like, I'm always talking to Daniel and Dana and Chris and Gypsy now as a part of the show and Shell Shock, Nita Lane and Barry Fowler, my people, Lady Blue. 1 more hour. What time is it right now? Well, I've been on for an hour and 20. Guys, listen to this. We did 5 hours earlier. Okay. Started at 7 o'clock. It was. I think it was 7 o'clock on the dot. No, it was 6:30. I'm sorry. He started at 6:30, put the debate on, came back over here, realized I was probably going to get some sort of strike, so I erased that stream, and we started again. Now we're on for an hour and a half. I was like, I'm going to come on for 5 minutes just so I have a stream for today because I erased the other one, and now we've been here for an hour and 27 minutes. Mark, you know what? I would never run for president because I would not be able to run as a Democrat. If I was, if I was a Democrat, I would run for president because I can go out there and do whatever the hell I want. But no matter how great a person you are, no matter what you do to try to save the world, to change the world, they will rip you apart. Oh, well, did you see that thing? I thought it was so funny. Sig was telling me that somebody who had, I built this guitar, by the way, guys. Check this out. Hand built this. I also build all the beat seats, but this is something I never built a guitar before. But anyway, I want to tell you this funny story. So there's a song I played it for you guys. It's called "Let's Start Slow." "Let's Start Slow" is a song where I created chords basically because I don't know how to play music. I play by ear, and this is the chords. Ready? Now this is way out of tune, but you see these chords. But the start of it is this. I have to hold these chords from the bottom. You hear that? So that's what you got. So sometimes I'm like this. You hear what I'm saying? So hold on. I just don't want this sound. This has been sitting here a bit. Okay, so this is the chord progression. So bottom line, you have to go. That's the setting. So somebody who was watching the show, found this positivity platform. The guy wants to bring the world together and said, oh, they took a picture of my hand like this. And they said, he's signing somebody. Look, he's signing a secret organization when he does that. Look at his hands. Look at his hands. He's signing somebody right now, guys. And he's signing somebody with the other hand. Look, he's signing someone with this hand too. Look, now he's doing it again. Look, he's signing someone. Now he's signing someone again. Look. And I'm like, what? He goes, yeah, someone thought you were signing someone. Like that you're like part of some sort of secret organization with like, the Hollywood elite. I'm like, wait a second. I never made it. I never made it in music. I didn't sign the record deal. I got my real estate license and I've been busting my tail since. Trying to make a living to support 3 kids and a wife in this house. What? So I wrote a song that has a chord progression like... And that is me signing someone? I'm sorry, I have to hold the freaking chord that I created. I gotta hold the freaking chord I created. What are you kidding me? Hold on, let me try to do it this because I don't want someone to think I'm signing. Let me do that one. Is that better? As long as they don't think I'm signing someone. Look, Dana's got it. She's like, yeah, let's just do it like this. Wasn't that hilarious, Gypsy? I laughed so hard when I heard that. And I was like, wait a second. Can you explain to me? Hold on. Explain to me one more time. So I'm signing what? Huh? Wait. Like, I got 3 kids. The only reason I real talk is because this world got so negative. Because the world hates Donald Trump so much that the world became so negative that someone needed to make a change. So I step up after 40 years of not stepping up when I knew the whole time I needed to. At some point, I need to do this. I just didn't know when and how and at what capacity. Was it standing on stage with a guitar? I didn't know it would be this, talking. I had no idea it would be me talking. But regardless, we are where we are. And it only happened because of Donald Trump. So I love when people say I hate Donald Trump because I want you to realize if you are someone who hates Donald Trump but you like the Real Talk program, you should love Donald Trump. Because without Donald Trump, I do not exist. I never would have started this. I would have been enjoying my 120-inch screen that comes out of the ceiling that I put in when I bought the house. I loved that. I had it at my old house. The moment I bought this house, I was like, I'm putting that thing in. Screen comes out of the ceiling, projector, it's HD. I haven't watched it in 2 years, almost. 662 days. I put it down tonight, and my wife was like, I don't want to watch it on the big screen. I'm like, I haven't freaking watched the big screen in 662 days. You can't go watch it with me tonight? Whatever. We watch it on the other TV. It's fine. But I do miss watching that TV playing my golf simulator. I used to swing on the golf simulator. It didn't hit a ball, but I'd swing over it. And I miss that stuff, but then I don't at all. I come out here and we go into stuff, and then I'm like, I don't miss that at all. I have no interest in doing anything but coming and joining you guys. And besides taking care of my family and my business, I want to come here and I want to... No hobbies. I don't have any hobbies anymore. This is the only thing I do. Just kind of weird, I guess. But I guess when you believe in something so much, it just becomes your everything. You breathe it. That's where we are. Kyle doesn't watch it either. He doesn't watch it either. Look, there's too much going on in the real world. Let's get back to some laughs. Okay? I'm going to play you guys something here that I think is pretty funny. Let's go through all 3 episodes or the other 2 episodes of the Joe Biden show. You want to check it out? Here we go.
It's Felix Robertson live from the studio, and we're joining Joe Biden for his newest commercial. Let's go to him. Vice President of the United States, Joe Biden, soon the president.
Look, my Aunt Judy told me to come down here and say a couple words. So I'm going to read off this teleprompter here. We're going to have a conversation about Donald Trump. Everybody's dying right now because of this president. He's the one who brought coronavirus to America. He distributed it, and he has all the people. Look, the facts are, the people on the streets are rioting in the streets because of Donald Trump. They love Trump so much that they're rioting in the streets. That's right, it's the right-wing radicals. And my Aunt Judy told me that if I come out and start speaking against it, that maybe Donald Trump's supporters will stop all the rioting in the streets. Look, I think you got to go out and vote for this leap. I mean, you got to vote for Joe. You got to just remember, I'm an average Joe. I've been just doing this my entire life. I think I got the runs or something because I got poopy in my pants. Look, before I get going to the bathroom, I just want to make sure you understand. We're fighting for the soul of America. The only person that can save it is a politician for 47 years that hasn't done it once in those 47 years. My Aunt Judy said I could do it now, though. Just move that teleprompter up a little. And I appreciate you. And I look forward to being the next president of the United States of America, Joe Trump.
I'm so glad Luke stuck around. Lukey, my brother, you could kicking around for what? Okay, you got to see the second part, pal. One more of these because I did 2. I was trying to get back. I was trying to do something to stop the whole like me beating on Biden with all these Trump show episodes, and I said like let me come up with a Joe Biden show. And so that was number 1, and then episode 2 was kind of along the same lines. I don't know. I feel kind of bad because I wanted to do something completely different, but whenever I get into these Biden clips, I just find so many gaffes. And it just becomes fun to do stuff like, I don't know, this.
It's Felix Robertson from the studio, and we're joining the incomparable Joe Biden as he speaks to the reporters and answers questions. Oh, let's get to it.
Oh, thank you, folks. I'm Joe Biden. I'm running for president. So you give me a couple minutes here. I just have to look at my notes. I told my Aunt Judy that I wouldn't look at the notes today, and I keep looking at them. Oh, look there, Fat. I'm going to be getting through these topics quickly, so get quick. Come on, let's get those questions out there. What do you got?
Mr. Vice President, I absolutely love you. Why is Donald Trump so evil?
Look, my Aunt Judy said that Donald Trump is the reason for all the rioting in the streets, and I tend to believe her. She said, Joe, make sure you put on your underwear today before you go to speak to the people. What else you got? Other questions for me? Look, the facts are, I'm ready to answer questions right now.
Mr. Vice President, what's your favorite thing to do on the weekends?
Now look, the facts are, I like to take naps on the weekends. Well, heck, I like to take naps all the time. But yeah, on the weekends specifically, I like to nap it out. Call me Old Naparoo sometimes. Look, my Aunt Judy comes by sometimes and she watches me while I nap. She says it's very therapeutic watching a sleep sofa.
It's therapeutic watching a sleep sofa, guys. So I'm so excited Luke is hanging out with us, guys, because we're going to just play a lot of these face swaps. I'm going to at least do a little bit more. It's about 1:27, so I'm going to give me about another half hour before I get totally wiped out. Although this is like hour 6 or 7 if you figure on the originals. So let me play you something here that I think is pretty funny. I got so many things here, guys, that it's tough to pick. It's tough to pick. Because there's a All right, I know what I'm going to play for you. Oh, there it is. Check this out.
It's Hammerlin Jameson live from the studio. We're going to head to Donald Trump, who's down in Florida for his first rally since contracting coronavirus. It's Donald J. Trump.
Thank you. So excited. I'm back, baby. That's right. I'm back. You can't stop the Donald. Coronavirus is running scared from Donald J. Trump. It's very clear I'm a very, very fine specimen. And basically, there's no way you could take down the Trumper. Look, I'm 74. I'm about to do some freaking cartwheels up here on the stage. That's right. I'm so excited to be here with you in Florida. And look, it's the citrus state. We're talking about maybe getting some oranges while we're here. Keep up your immune system. Remember, you never, ever hear anybody talking about building up your immune system. Never. Right? I haven't heard Fauci say it once. They said go straight forward into your freaking house. Put a mask on. Stay inside. Don't go, ever. No, seriously. Look, I think you have to understand that. Dr. Fauci's full of crap, really. And Joe Biden, he's just not ever telling the truth. I hear everything coming out of his mouth is straight out of the fake news narrative. I understand that his people are writing the actual fake news, and then they have him take it, and then he reads it again, and they're like, oh, well, Sleeps Over Joe said it, and so did Joe Scarborough, so it must be true. Oh, let's tune into Don Lemon real quick. What's he saying? Oh, he said this, and so did Joe Biden, so it must be true. Fake news, people. Fake news. Well, anyway, look, I just wanted to let you know that this is the greatest time of my life being here with you in Florida. That's right, I'm going to take a hop, skip, and jump down to Mar-a-Lago, play 18 holes. That's right, coronavirus last week, playing 36. I may play 18, and then another 18 at twilight. Look, these guys know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying, right? Get some golfing while you're in Florida. Anyway, I will see you at the next Donald Trump show. Have a good night.
Oh, Donald J. He's out of his freaking mind. All right, what else we got? Let's play another one for you. I don't want to play the car salesman one because every time I do, I don't know, they block me every time we play that. It's like I get disconnected from the show every time we play that. I got one with some outtakes. You want to see something with some outtakes, guys? Check this out.
Hammerlin Jameson ripping the lid off of it. Donald Trump, he's giving us the scoop on 2 or 3 books coming out.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you coming to join me on short notice. I wanted to let you know there are a couple of tell-all books coming out. First one's on my lovely wife, Melania. I'm not sure where this lady thinks she gets... Oh, she's for the Washington Post. There we go. That makes sense. It does. I mean, look, election year, we're going to have a book come out like 4 months before the election. And it's going to be a tell-all about your wife and about how she doesn't like you. And you sleep in different beds. Of course we sleep in different beds. She snores. She's a snorer. Look, I'm sorry. Donald J. Trump needs his beauty sleep. And if you had a snorer from Slovenia in the bed next to you, I think you would also want to have your own gold bedroom with a gold mattress and a gold pillowcase. So anyway, the other one is a tell-all book from my niece, of all people. You think there'd be some family loyalty, but no, it's an election year. She could make some money. Look, she's not a billionaire like Donald. So she's taking her shot. I get it. The other one is Bolton. I gotta tell you, Bolton, he's not like Michael Bolton at all. He has no charisma. No charisma like Michael Bolton. I'm just saying, he's not charismatic at all. He probably takes a crap very awkward as well. Like maybe he's like leaning Yeah, to stabilize. I don't know. Look, it's all BS, fake news, just letting you know. I'm just saying, he's not charismatic at all. He probably takes a crap really awkward. Like maybe he's like leaning against.
Oh, guys, I couldn't hold it together on that one. That just killed me. He's leaning against the wall, Bolton. I couldn't stop laughing and visualizing this freaking Bolton of this stupid head. Sig, oh my goodness, buddy. I love you, pal. You are so amazing. Thank you, pal. Wow. That is amazing, Sig. Thank you so much for your support. You know how much I love you. Sig Sauer, amazing man. Unbelievable. The reason you're here, the reason all 41 are here today is because of Sig Sauer. Sig Sauer decided enough was enough. That YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, everybody's shutting this show down because of what we're doing. He was like, no, that's done. I was like, what? He goes, I got you. I'm like, what do you mean? He goes, don't worry about it. I'm like, what? And all of a sudden, Scott came, Wages came, and then Wages has just been a freaking angel, like just continuing to shift you guys here and let you know that all I want to do is to keep you happy and to connect and to shine light at you and then get it back, and then we could together do something amazing. And so it starts with a smile. It starts with laughs. And here's a good one. I think this is something we all can laugh at. I have to play it on a different bit. I'll come back to that one. Check this out. This is the very beginning. I always said that there's a lot of lying going on in the Democrat Party. Check this out.
My first question for the night is for Mike Bloomberg, and I'm going to ask you, Mike, do you think that Bernie Sanders could win?
Well, I tell you, it's been very clear that they want Bernie to get the election so he can lose to Donald Trump.
I'll tell you what, Vladimir Putin, I will never lose. You will never get anything from the United States of America. Guaranteed.
We gotta go, and we gotta stop him. Everybody's going crazy right now. I don't know what to say. Now, Mr. Biden, do you think you really could be effective in this election?
Of course I'll be effective. I'll tell you how I'm a Joe Biden. I'll tell you two things I could do. I'm going to take on China, I'm going to take on Donald Trump, and I'm going to take on the NRA because I'm the best dancer we have.
I think we need to definitely get rid of Donald Trump. It's a very important thing that we work on to do it, to get rid of him.
Oh, you could get the whole world in your hands. The whole world in your hands. The whole world. Paid for by Mike Bloomberg for president.
For president. Oh my goodness. That's not the end of it. That's not the end of it. Guys, check this out. Then the next week, they got rid of basically everybody. And I was like, oh, I just figured out how to do this with video and like create, face swaps out of video. It's like the first week of it. As you can see, I had the small one. And then the next one was, it was just Bernie against Sleepy Poopy Pants. And look, I can't believe it. I have it on tape, VHS style.
Well, I'm very upset. I was doing really well. Now I'm not doing well at all. Well, I think my Aunt Judy said it best. She said that I was the best candidate.
Did you always know that you'd be good at this?
But I was thinking that I was very good when it was hot outside and when the sun was beaming down on my head. Oh, I would ask you, Joe, would you ever say that you would cut Medicare and Medicaid for all? Did you ever say that, Joe Biden? I would never do that. I would never cut Social Security ever. My Aunt Judy would never let me. Well, I'm going to tell you, if you listen to me, I'm going to tell you exactly what you can do. If you go to YouTube, you ever tried to do it before? Of course not. Did you ever say that before? No. Check out the YouTubes, and you can find everything that Joe is talking and saying he didn't do. I've been doing it since 1947. I was the first guy to help. I was the last guy to help, and in between I helped as well. You just be honest. Would you ever be able to do that? I'll be the best hall monitor you'll ever find. I will be the best. I have the best base. All my people love me. I want to get Joe Biden in there. I won every single election. I don't even know how.
I don't even know how. Guys, I think my favorite message so far, again, everything from Luke, I'm loving, buddy. Luke said, it's 2 a.m. I'm supposed to be quiet. Stop making me laugh. Where are you, buddy? I'm in the East Coast, so it's 1:36. I think you and I are in the similar area of the country. I'm so happy you guys like that. My Bernie was really good. I didn't get a chance to do much of them, though, if you think about it. Everybody kind of... I'm going to play you guys some crazy stuff right now. You want to get into it? Look at this. This is... I did this stuff at the beginning. Oh, wait a second. Didn't we find... Where's the Dr. Evil clip that we did last time? Let me figure out how to send this to... Oh, remember? I did it to this. This is how I did it last time. I'm going to find it on my messages to myself, and then we're going to watch it together. So, guys, this is what I did. Where's my pic? I sometimes send things to myself so I can make sure I don't lose them, you know? And I can't find it all of a sudden. Where is it? All right, here we go. So, where is the link? Oh, here it is. I found it. Okay, we're going to copy that. We're going to put this on the chat, and then we're going to all pull this up. We can watch it together. Check this out. I'm looking at myself right here, putting this on the screen. Okay, here we go. This is going to go on the screen, and then we're going to watch it together. All right, check this out. Come on. All right, here we go. Check this out, guys. This is the first 7 episodes of the Donald Trump. Oh no, it's first 7 episodes of Dr. Evil versus Donald Trump. Check this out.
When you make more gifts and wows. You make more statements, keepsakes, and messes. When you make more, you get rewarded. Visit Mike.
This is Dr. Evil. I have a proposal for you. You have 24 hours to pay me $10 billion, or I will strike every major city with our hypersonic laser. What say you?
Well, the United States of Trump does not negotiate with terrorists. I'm sorry, Dr. Evil. Do you have another proposal? Maybe I can buy the laser from you. How about that? Huh? Trump will buy it from you.
But that's not on the table. I'm freaking Dr. Evil.
Dr. Evil. Obviously, you've never read The Art of the Deal by yours truly. Trump always wins. Big league. I'll buy the laser. That's it. Or you can laser your eyebrows off. Whatever. I don't really care. But I win big league. Read The Art of the Deal. Call me back. Bye.
I don't agree. Hello? Did he just... He just hung up on Dr. Evil. He just hung up on me. What the...
Dr. Evil, Donald Trump is on the line for you.
Thank you, number 2. I'll take the call in my secret lair. Donald, glad to get you back on the line.
Dr. Evil.
Yeah, I read your crap book.
Oh, you did? I thought you'd go audiobook. I didn't know you knew how to read.
Of course I know how to freaking read. I'm Dr. Evil. You can get my book. It's on Amazon, or it's in Mentor Box, too. Unlike your crap book, that's why I read every single page.
Oh, you did? Did you read Chapter 13? The Power of the Hang-Up?
No, I did not read that section in The Art of the Deal. I did not... What? Hello? He did it to me again, didn't he, number 2? Son of a bitch! Donald Trump. Dr. Evil.
Dr. Evil.
Third time's the charm?
It always is.
Perhaps.
Dr. Evil, we're having an issue with the Evil Monitor.
Oh, Donald, hold on one moment. Number 2 says we're having a problem with the Evil Monitor.
Ooh, an Evil Monitor. What's that? Dr. Evil Trump needs his own Evil Monitor.
Wait, what are you wearing?
It's Dr. Evil Trump.
You're freaking wearing Dr. Evil's clothes.
Look, I know you took my wardrobe. This is what I wear at night. Yes, it is a wig. You know you stole your character from Dr. Trump. Dr. Evil, what is an Evil Monitor? I've got to get one. Is it on Home Shopping Network?
My Evil Monitors were built from you. Hello? Donald? Number 2, he did it. He did it again, number 2. Motherfucker!
I grew up in Connecticut, and my father worked night shift. That manufacturing job was able to put dinner on the table and get 3 kids through college, taught me a hard work ethic. I want those types of opportunities for our children. I ran for office.
Number 2, did you see the latest? I've installed one of my own henchmen against Donald Trump. Can you please pull him up on the Evil Monitor? Thanks. Hello, Mini-Me.
Dr. Evil, I'm firmly planted within the facility.
This is wonderful news, Mini-Me.
If you want to try to take out Donald Trump, you're going to need Mini Bloomberg. It's going to happen. I have to be involved. I'm a billionaire. I'm gonna put my money out there. You think I haven't dealt with bullies before?
Number 2, get Donald Trump on the line immediately.
Dr. Evil, I have Donald Trump on the evil monitor.
Donald, it's Dr. Evil.
Dr. Evil.
How you doing today?
I'm Trump-tastic.
How you making out against my friend, my henchman? Mini Mike? You may know him. That's my guy.
Oh, you sent Bloomberg over? Oh, that's great. I'll play ping pong with his head. How about that? Oh, big league. We're gonna win big league.
Well, you better watch your back, Donald, because he's coming for you.
Oh, I'm really worried, Dr. Evil. I'm so scared. Oh, ooh, I'm shaking in my boots. Hey, Dr. Evil, hold this for me.
And if you don't... Hello? What? Hello? Number 2. Again, number 2? You're supposed to warn me. Son of a bitch. Donald Trump, it's Dr. Evil.
Dr. Evil.
I understand you were in India. Were they India? In India? Did you hear that, number 2? I made a joke.
And it was a very funny joke, Dr. Evil.
India was phenomenal. Melania and I loved India. Thanks for asking, Dr. Evil. But I gotta ask you, have you seen the debates? I'm loving the debates right now, Dr. Evil. Have you seen them?
I'm freaking Dr. Evil. Of course I've seen the debates.
Have you seen Minnie Bloomberg?
Oh, Minnie Bloomberg, my henchman. Of course.
It's laughable. He's trying to go after Bernie. He can't feel the burn because Trump is gonna win big league.
Donald, I just wanted to find out, have you seen my present?
What present? Did you get me an evil monitor?
COVID-19? That's what I did.
We're winning on everything except for COVID-19, so thanks for sending that to me, Dr. Evil.
You are so welcome.
I gotta tell you, Dr. Evil, it's gonna be tough for Corona right now. I mean, seriously, who wants to go to a bar and ask for a Corona right now? Oh, what can I get you? Can I have Corona? What? No, I'm sorry, I meant a Corona beer. This stock must be in the toilet. Could you hold for 1 second, Dr. Evil?
Number 2? Oh, fuck. Mini-Me, it's Dr. Evil.
Dr. Evil,
What is this that I hear you're bowing out of the race?
I spent $600 million and didn't even make a dent.
I did not give you permission to do that.
I don't think Donald Trump could be stopped, Dr. Evil. I don't know. You may have to try another sauce, but I gave it a shot. Gave it the old college try, so to speak.
You're supposed to be my #1 guy.
Mini Mike, out.
I just have to put my weight behind Bernie. Let's see if I can get Bernie on the line. Number 2, please get Bernie Sanders on the line for me. Thank you.
Dr. Evil, Bernie Sanders is on the evil monitor.
Hello?
Hi, Bernie. Yes, it's Dr. Evil.
Oh, hello, Dr. Evil.
Look, Minnie Bloomberg didn't really do what I was hoping, so I'm thinking that I'll back you. You take out Donald Trump. I get to take over the world.
I can't be bought, Dr. Evil.
Let's get with the freaking program. I'm Dr. Evil. Let's try to get him to feel the burn. Maybe after a while he'll want to know what it feels like to be burned. What? Number 2, I made another joke.
Very funny joke, Dr. Evil. If you get me in office, I'll do whatever you want.
This is wonderful news, Bernie.
The Democratic Party, this is the 2nd time in a row. It's a coup, Dr. Evil. You call Donald Trump, I bet you he'll tell you the same thing.
Number 2, please get Donald Trump on the line. Thank you.
Dr. Evil, Donald Trump is on the evil monitor.
Hello, Donald. It's Dr. Evil.
Dr. Evil.
How you doing today?
I'm doing Trump-tastic as per usual. How are you, Dr. Evil?
Dr. Evil's doing wonderful. Thanks for asking, Donald. Donald, is it true that the Democratic Party has it out for Bernie?
Well, I would tell you this, Dr. Evil. I am pretty sure that the Democrats do not want Bernie in office.
Interesting.
They're just not going to give him the time of day. And the biggest chance of them actually defeating me is with Bernie.
more of a challenge, I would say.
I mean, let's be honest. Joe Biden, have you seen this guy? He can't even have a conversation. The guy is like he's falling asleep on stage. Sleepy Joe. Joe, what are you doing, Joe? You should be at home taking a nap. Oh, you're just doing it on stage. Oh, okay, good for you. Well, I'll tell you what, Donald, you're going to have to go up against Bernie. I'm not really too concerned. Do you want to back Bernie? Go ahead. You want to back Joe Biden? Whatever you want to do, I'm Trump. I'm going to win big league.
Well, you better watch out for him, Donald. He's coming for you. You're going to feel the burn, Donald Trump. I'm Dr. Freaking Evil. Be prepared to feel the burn.
Oh, hey, hold on 1 second. Did you see this one, Dr. Evil?
And I'll tell you what. Hello? Number 2. What the frig, number 2?
No, although I don't mind that. It's Trumper. Hold on.
Son of a bitch! Number 2, have you seen the outcome from the coronavirus?
I have seen, Dr. Evil. Congratulations on your success.
Frau, did you see?
I did, Dr. Evil.
Perhaps Donald Trump, he just wants the world to come to an end? Everything's on lockdown, number 2. I've got him right in my hands now. Number 2, can you get Bernie Sanders on the line for me, please? Thank you.
Dr. Evil, I have Bernie Sanders on the Evil monitor.
It's Bernie Sanders. Bernie, it's Dr. Evil.
Oh, hi, Dr. Evil.
What's happening to you out there? You're falling apart at the seams. What is going on? First Mini Bloomberg, now you? You're terrible.
Well, the world's against me, Dr. Evil.
We're going to have to figure this out, Bernie.
The Democratic Party doesn't want to go socialist. The people, they're not coming out and voting, Dr. Evil. I don't know what else to do. You're going to throw more money at the problem.
I may have to drop you into the pits with Mustafa. What do you think of that?
No, please, Dr. Evil. I may have to call it quits soon, Dr. Evil. I did my best. You can't put your thumb down on me any longer. This is Bernie. Out.
Oh, crap. We have to get Donald Trump on the phone. I want to hear what he has to say about this turn of events. Number 2, can you get Donald Trump on the line for me? Thanks.
Dr. Evil. I have Donald Trump on the Evil monitor.
Hello? Donald, it's Dr. Evil.
Dr. Evil.
How are you today? Just wanted to see how you're doing with this outbreak.
I can't stop it. I can't stop it, Dr. Evil. Why did you send the coronavirus to the world?
I'm freaking Dr. Evil. It's my destiny to rule the entire planet, Donald.
You're making the world a terrible place, Dr. Evil. How do you sleep at night?
I sleep like a dream, Donald.
Well, I'm surprised you sleep at all. I can't believe you sleep at all, Dr. Evil, because it is vile what you've done.
Donald, look, I will rule the world.
Well, you know what? I'm going to tell you 3 things I don't like about you, Dr. Evil. You've got a temper. That's number 1. I don't like people with a temper. Number 2 is your number 2. I don't like number 2.
Oh, but I love number 2.
That guy's, I have a problem with number 2, okay? I'm going to send Mike Pence for him. Mike, I need you to go and do that for me.
Anything you need, Mr. President? As soon as we can find his location, I will we'll basically drop a number 2 on number 2. Okay? Thanks for coming out.
And number 3, Dr. Evil?
No!
Our days
How many
normally
freaking
start
commercials
with
are there in here?
chaos.
Holy cow.
About 2 weeks ago.
All right, ready?
Donald, hello? Number 2, you're supposed to warn me when that happens. Son of a bitch!
That looks like the end of it. That was the first 7 episodes of the the Dr. Evil program with Donald Trump. How silly, right? So I did that to start it off. And then from there, I figured out how to actually create video of Dr. Evil. And, things like this came out. Let me just show you the short version. We have a very long version of the Dr. Evil experience, but I'm going to play you one. Let's see if you guys, you may or may not have seen this. I call it something, but I'll wait until the end so you see the whole thing first. Where the hell is it, though? I see one thing here from that character. I do a lot of characters. A lot of them. And they all come out in different ways. Like, while I'm trying to find this clip, let me put this on at least. So I'll put something on for you to see. How about this?
Yeah. So I took that job with Donald Trump, right? Yeah. And he says, hey, give me some funny. So, hey, how about calling it the Fluhan? Hey, you really like that? Hey, and then I said, I got another. And so I said, how about you call him President G-hole?
I love Jimmy Kimmel's laugh. I don't know what he sounds like. I just thought I made it up, but that's what I think he sounds like. I don't know. Oh, my goodness. I'm trying to find... All right, this is what I'm going to play for you next, and then we'll find the one I'm looking for.
Good evening. Tonight, we have a very special interview. Joe Biden, former vice president and the presumptive candidate for the Democratic Party as president of the United States in 2020, joins us to discuss the rioting and Antifa. Bridget Firestone sits down with the vice president. Thank you for your time, Mr. Vice President.
Well, I'm glad to sit down with you. I'm happy to talk to you about my campaign, about Donald Trump.
Can we talk about Antifa? Look, straightforward question. Are you against Antifa? Do people want to know?
Antifa? Well, I'm not sure how everybody keeps talking about my Antifa. I'm sick of people trying to put shade on my Aunt Tifa, okay? She's a good lady. She never done nothing wrong. And my Aunt Judy told me that too. She said, look, I'm telling you, Aunt Tifa's got nothing to do with this. Leave her out of it. You got a problem with anything, you could talk to Smoking Joe Biden.
Well, everybody keeps saying that Antifa...
Look, I'm telling you now, my Aunt Tifa's got nothing to do with it. She's a very fine lady, okay? She makes a good meatloaf, and she likes to call her kids Pudgem. I'm not really sure what Pudgem means to this day, but my Aunt Tifa's a nice lady. Next question.
I'm talking about the group Antifa?
I don't know. If you're talking about a terror group, I'm against it. If you're talking about my Aunt Tifa, I love her. Fantastic Aunt Tifa.
Oh, guys. Good old Antifa. So that one I love playing because Denise sent that to me as an idea. Denise sent me a message. She said, this is what she said. She said, Mark, here's a meme. It said, what about my Aunt Tifa? And I'm like, she goes, this could be a pretty funny face swap. And I was like, done. And that's what I came up with that night. I did it that night. This is how I roll. Like in the moment, I'll go with things. I want to play this for Luke. He's going to like this. Check this out.
It's Hammerlin Jameson live from the studio. Is it coming to an end? The movie scripts are starting to come in. Let's find out more from Donald J. Trump.
Thank you so much for joining me at the balcony at the White House. I'm so thrilled to get a call today from Marvel. That's right. They want me to be the next Iron Man. I guess they've gotten kind of sick of Robert Downey Jr., who could blame him. Look, I'm happy to take on the role. I mean, I've always wanted to be in a Marvel film. And now I'm going to be Iron Man. I can't wait. First Superman, now Iron Man. Who's next, Thor? I could play Thor because I have the looks, really. More like Bruce Wayne. They should probably get the rights to Batman. But we did start discussing perhaps like a new superhero. Like how about Megatron? I love it. But anyway, look, I just wanted to thank you all for coming out to see me after I demolished the coronavirus. That's right. You shouldn't be scared. Your president is a god. I just took it on face to face, head on, and I won big league. Winning big league always. Anyway, I've got to go. Have a good day. See you tomorrow.
Yeah, you know what, guys? This is actually a pretty interesting episode. It was a secondary show. We erased the first episode because of the elections, because I didn't want to get a copyright strike, because we're building so much right now. I mean, Think about this, Luke. You're in Jersey. I grew up in New Jersey. I'm in Connecticut. I'm very close to where Luke is. But Luke, I've been live for 662 days in a row. I do like 3 to 6 hours a day. And they had me in a hole. For 608 days, I had 295 subscribers for this content, for this show. The music that we're playing, the face swaps, the moments that we're building, the positivity. Think about everything that we're doing here, and that I had 295 subscribers for almost 2 years every single day for 3 to 6 hours. Now, when they talk about shadow banning, I don't think anybody's ever been shadow banned more than me. Because I don't think anybody's ever done what I'm doing, to do 3+ hours on a daily basis for 662 days and have no end date. Luke, every single day I'm here. Christmas Day, New Year's Day, Thanksgiving Day, Easter Sunday. I deliver a message every single day of my life. I'm sorry I didn't start sooner. But the time has come. And I'm thankful that we have this president, because this president is what led us to Real Talk taking place. And you guys should know, I'm wearing his shirt. I made this shirt. Check this out. This is the Donald, I obviously spilled a little earlier, but this is the Donald Trump shirt. Check this out. Deplorable Unum, in Trump we trust, and then the back is hilarious. I don't know if you can see that fully, if I gave you a good look at it, but it's basically shows you, yeah, I think you can see it. Bumbling Biden beats, so you can't see it at all, but fully, but the top one is the Bumbling Biden beats, the bottom one is Sleeps Over Joe's, coffee time or sleepy time. I don't know. You could get those shirts, though. I'm sure Glynis may throw it up on the screen, but you could also go to the bottom of my description. All of my links are on the description. Every one of the videos, you can get the Discord. You guys should sign up for the Discord, because we all go there and chat. We should go there and chat after the streams. Or during the day, you guys can go leave a note for me on Discord. I get a notification, sometimes better than I do YouTube. So if you want to leave a note there. The other thing is, I'm pretty much excited about the fact that we're kicking it hardcore over here. Let's see who's on. Blickum's in the house with us. Blick, how you doing, bud? So glad to see you. And Lady Blue, look, just because you have to come down and play in the sandbox. So what I want to do here is this. I want to play you something. I want to play you something that shows a little versatility on this show, okay? I mean, you've already seen it here, but this right here, on day 600, which was 62 days ago, I created this. And what it is episode 22 of the Donald Trump Show. And what's episode 22 of Donald Trump Show? It's basically me talking to myself. No, it's not really that. It's me making face swaps and saying hello to myself. Yeah. That's what it is.
It's Hammerlin Jameson with episode 22 of the Donald Trump Show. Ladies and gentlemen, Donald J. Trump.
Thank you. Thank you very much for inviting me to speak at the 600th episode of the MARKPIRES Real Talk Show. It's been quite a journey. I have to say, he's done a lot of face swaps. He's done a lot of different shows about the Trumper. But on top of that, he's got some episodes of the Trump Show that are pretty good. Making fun of Pelosi, Sleeps Over Joe. You know, we're calling him Joey Futon now as well. He's a futon. You can get futons or sleepsovers when you stop by Sleeps Over Joe's warehouse. Comes in 7 fabrics and sizes. The Senator, it's a lumpy mess. Just like the Sleeps Over, really. Look, I've got a few people that want to say happy 600th day to Mark, so let's get into it and see who we got. Number 2, it's been 600 days, and he's still alive.
No matter what we try, Dr. Evil, he keeps broadcasting.
But Dr. Evil, he did not follow our projections. Silence! Enough of this insolence. Everybody gather around. Look, I've got a plan. If we can just... Wait, no, hold on. Where are you taking me? Wait, let me go back because I'm trying to share my plan with them. Okay, let's send in the murder hornets.
Are you kidding me? Dr. Evil called? Look, I'm kind of pissed at Dr. Evil right now. Pocket dialed me last time, and I think he's working with Fauci and Bill Gates. That's right, Evil Gates. Anyway, that's another story. What else we got?
Yeah, I got one for you. It's Mark Pires' 600th day in a row. And I called Artie to see if he wants to say anything. Hey, Artie.
Yeah, I'll say hi. 600 days. That's freaking crazy. Congratulations.
You know, I don't know about you, but I miss that tag team duo. Seriously, Norm Macdonald and Artie Lang? That's a match made in heaven. I'm wondering if God had that plan. Look, if we put these two together, they're going to make magic happen. Anyway, what else we have?
Hi, Mark. It's Mark Zuckerberg. Look, congratulations on 600 shows, but I'm going to continue to block your show because I don't like your content. Maybe if you didn't talk about Donald Trump, I wouldn't suppress your program. But I zuck.
So wait, let me get this straight. So you censor the Real Talk program, and then you're going to call and say congratulations? Oh, congratulations, Mark, for broadcasting and me blocking you every single time. You're doing great at getting it nowhere. Anyway, what else we got?
My name is Chuck Schumer. I'm here to talk about Sleep Sofa Joe and Mark Pires, 600 days in a row. It's pretty impressive if it was not Mark Pires. If it was a Joe Biden or a Democrat, I would really think it's great.
I gotta tell you, I almost hate this guy as much as Pelosi. All right, who's next?
I just wanted to wish Mark Pires a happy 600 days. That's a lot of days in a row. And we've been working on the coronavirus vaccine for like 20 years now. So I know what he's going through. But it's quite an effort. And I'm hoping that he can get people to take our vaccine.
Look, we all know you're trying to vaccinate the world, Bill. And I just want to strap you down and give you the first dose.
Well, hi, Mark. It's Sleep Sofa Joe Biden. I know you've been calling me Joey Futon, but look, I plan on beating Donald Trump in November. The fact is, I got an earpiece in. They're telling me everything to say. And if I don't say it right, I got the teleprompter as a backup. My Aunt Judy told me I could be a heck of a president, Mark. So I'm counting on you for your vote. Gotta beat Donald Trump, and we need the Real Talk show.
Normally I'd be like, that's cool, but it sleeps over Joe, and I'm actually kind of surprised he didn't fall asleep, Mark, during his little speech there. But there's still time between now and November for Sleep Sofa Joe to fall asleep on his futon. That's right, Joey Futon. What do we got next?
Hey, Mark, it's Al Pacino. Just want to wish you happy 600.
Not many people cooler than Al Pacino. You know, I'd love to get a cappuccino with Al Pacino. Maybe a Dunkachino with Al Pacino. I don't know.
My name is Andrew Cuomo. I've been here doing this Real Talk program a few times now. It's 600 days. You know, I was on here last at 500 days. I said this guy's going to go over. There's no way he's not doing under 1,000, okay? But look, COVID's serious. If you need some PPE, you can send them to New York, and I'll put them in the nursing homes. Look, I got to go, but happy 600, Mark.
Freaking Cuomo, right? Unbelievable. How's your Cuomo doing? Andrew, I'm pretty sure Mark does not want to hear from Cuomo.
But you have a really nice comb-over, much better than mine. Guys, what's up? Gary V. Look, 600 days in a row, MARKPIRES, Real Talk. I can't believe it. This guy's on fire. He's going to go all the way to maybe 15,000 days. And look, I just got to tell you, nobody else has got that. Nobody else is doing it. So crushing it. 600 days, crushing it. I think this guy's going to go until the sun burns out. I mean, I've never seen anything like this. Those are some kind words for the Real Talk show from Gary V. Gary Vaynerchuk, I'm not sure. If you don't know Gary V, then you must not be on social media. He's a good guy. He's rising up. Anyway, 600 days in a row is a big deal, and Gary V believes it. What else we got? Anything else here?
Mark, I just heard the news. 600 days in a row. I can't believe it. Last time we talked, it was 500 days, and you just go. You're like the Energizer Bunny. Oh, no. I did. I told you back then at 500, put your head down. Just go, man. No one can stop the bright light within. 600 is nothing. Look, Mark, go until the stars burn out.
We actually found somebody cooler than Al Pacino. Christopher Walken's the man. Do you ever see him in Dead Zone? It touches things, and he can see the future. I wish Trump could do that for November. Find out who's going to win. Me or Sleep Sofa Joe. Look, remember, you can sleep on the sleep sofa all you want. You also may find some change in the cushions in the sleep sofa if you're looking around for some spare change. That's all Sleep Sofa Joe has is kind of like loose memories. And also he takes naps on his Joey futon. That's right. I'll see you guys on the next Donald Trump show, but 600 days of Real Talk. Looking forward to hitting 700, 800, all the way to 1,000. And then we go and put our foot on the gas. That's right, people. We're just getting started. It's going to take time, people, but we're going to win big league. Have a good night.
How funny is that episode, guys? I had to run upstairs and grab a bowl of cereal so we can keep going for a little bit longer, okay? So, did I see my brother Luke say he's starting to like Trump a little bit from this show? That makes me laugh, buddy. You know, I love it. He's my tri-state brother. And look, I honestly, like I said, I think that sometimes people are just getting the wrong information. I think that what's kind of interesting that you may think is interesting too, Luke, is I shut off the Negatube December 31st, 2018. I stopped watching TV. I've been live ever since. The only time I watched politics was day 400 happened to be the State of the Union. Day 400 of my show in a row was the State of the Union. Every time I get to like a 50 or, 100 or whatever, there's always something interesting. Day 400 was the State of the Union. I watched it with my wife and I was blown away. I heard stuff like lowest unemployment in history, lowest black unemployment in history, 7 million people off of food stamps when there were 10. So only 3 million left on food stamps. And every time I heard these things, this is exactly what I saw. I saw the Democrats like this. And I was like, whoa, those are the people that should be like, yeah. And it's in that moment, I realized they don't want the inner cities to do well because then they don't get the votes. I'm like, this is messed up. Vintage, I thanked you a little while ago. You may not have been here, but I just want to thank you again for your donation today. For guys on the side, PayPal and Venmo donations that came in from you guys. Thank you so much. Those come directly to me. The other ones on YouTube, it's like once a month. So I'll get them at like next month, which still means a lot. But the ones that come through on YouTube, Dana sends them directly, and PayPal, Glennis and everybody else. Thank you. Those are amazing too. They don't show up on the screen, but I want to make sure you know about them. Amazing of you guys. Let me play you another clip here. This is probably one of the silliest, but also funniest. Since it was a debate tonight, shouldn't we watch the debates, the last debates? I think this is something that Luke's going to love. Luke, check this out. This is the first debate. At least there's a two-parter here. This is the first episode of the two. Here we go.
It's Hammerlin Jameson live from the studio, but let's head to Donald Trump show for the first presidential debate. Ladies and gentlemen, Donald J. Trump.
Thank you for joining me on the 27th episode of the Donald Trump Show. That's right, it's the official, real talk presidential debate between me and Sleeps Over Joe Biden. Yeah, you guys are looking forward to it, I know. You can't wait to see the Trumper demolish him. I can't either, but you're going to be surprised. Yeah, all of you, you think it's going to be easy, right? It's not so easy. Watch, I'm going to show you especially, because I know you had his special goggles that he was wearing. But anyway, look, it's the first debate, and as always, not fair for the Trumper. But let's get into it. Here we go.
Good evening, and welcome to the 2020 presidential debates. I'm Chris Wallace, and I'm with Fox News. Tonight I'll be the moderator, and we will be asking President Donald J. Trump and Joe Biden, former vice president, a select set of questions. And you, the people, will get to make the judgment on who is equipped to be the president of the United States. Neither have gotten the questions, except for Joe Biden. There are no listening devices, and Joe Biden does not have a pair of contact lenses that are acting like teleprompters. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, Donald J. Trump and Joe Biden.
How you doing, man? How are you? I'm well.
Mr. President, I want to start this off light. Why are you such a xenophobe and racist?
Always with the softballs, huh, Chris? Love it. Look, I've been here for 47 months, and I've never gotten a straight question from you, really. I mean, seriously, do you want to just, throw money at Biden now? Honestly, what I could tell you is this, Chris. I put a bounty out there, $1 million, which is kind of like nothing to me, to anybody who could prove that I'm a racist or xenophobe, because all I've ever done is care for all of the people on the planet. What's the Sleeps Over's excuse with the crime bill, huh?
Well, we'll get to that, Mr. President, but my next question is for the Vice President. Mr. Vice President, what kind of car do you drive?
Well, I drive a Cobra, man. That's right, my Aunt Judy told me, look, only cool guys named Joe drive Cobras. So look, I get the sunroof down, I put down the top, and I keep going. Sometimes Joe and I go for a long ride in the woods together. And look, my Aunt Judy said that it's all about the car you drive.
You ask me a question,
What?
and you
Can
ask
you?
him that question?
I can't believe it. I'm trying to. I got 2 minutes, I thought. I'm not allowed to speak. Hey, why don't you shut up there, you clown? Unbelievable.
You're a clown.
Everything I'm trying to do, he's stepping all over it.
You gotta
Mr.
be
President,
kidding me.
Mr. President, your team agreed to 2 uninterrupted minutes, and you can't seem to follow the rules. Mr. President, how did you bumble the coronavirus so royally?
You've got to be freaking kidding me. The questions I'm getting. You ask him what kind of car he's driving?
Yeah, my Aunt
I've
Judy
been trying
told me
to.
about that car. I've been driving it since
Are you
I was
kidding me?
17
This
years
guy's
old.
trying to make
Sitting
noise
on the
in my
side
ear
of the
now.
road. What? Huh, Timmer?
No problems from my perspective.
You're putting it up on the tee for him, and he's knocking it out of the park. And then you're asking me oh, could you tell us about Tenochtitlan? Look, I can't tell you about Tenochtitlan, okay? I probably could. I have total recall. Not like the Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, I don't really like Arnold. He's not really much of a Terminator, really.
They say I have a problem with my mind. Look what he's talking about now.
I'll tell you what, Sleeps Over, Joe. Terminator was a great movie, but I'm going to terminate you. That's right. I'm going to take you down in the square. I'm going to invite President Xi-Hole to watch me dismember you, really. And look, when he goes back to Tiananmen Square to share the news with all of his people, they'll say Donald J. Trump is amazing. I mean, nobody's ever seen anything like this before.
There's never been anybody like me, really.
Well, President Trump, just to follow up on that, why did you not denounce the white supremacists? And why are we continued to see racism in the streets?
See, this is the crap I'm talking about. They gang up on me. I mean, Chris Wallace is like working for the Biden campaign. Look, there's very few white supremacists out there, but like I said, stand down, people. At least stand by for a little while, because we need to stop the Antifa scum. But of course, look at the sleepsover over there. He's trying to blame me for Antifa. Let's just be very clear. If these people were my people, the press never would have said that they were peaceful protests. They would have been like, oh, Trump bad. Look, rioting in the streets, they're killing and murdering and all kinds of bad things. But no, it was like, oh, look, they're making flower pots and look, they're kissing each other. And with coronavirus, too, no masks, no spread there. It was all Trump rallies, really, but not the spread from the rioting, from Joe Biden's campaign. And look, did you see gaslighting an American election? I mean, it's all right there, people.
So why don't you condemn the Antifa and the white
shut up,
supremacists?
Jerry Fustan.
Mr. Vice President, you've been a successful senator for 47 years and a vice president for 8 years, and a great vice president at that. What would you do to continue that legacy as president?
Look, you got that one right. My Aunt Judy told me that we should try to put our heads down and do what Rap Rock did.
Did he just call Barack?
She said, look, if they don't vote for me, then they ain't black. So we're trying to get that out into the communities.
We'll gloss right over that one.
So no retort? No retort from you. He says, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black, and you're not even going to respond, Chris Wallace?
Well, I'm not really sure what the problem is with that statement, Mr. President.
Look, you guys could clearly see that they have it for Trump. And we didn't even get it to talk about all of the good things that we've done for the country. Because Chris Wallace decided to become Joe Biden's #1 fan, really. Anyway, I've got to go, but I'll see you on the next Donald Trump show. Have a good night.
So, guys, that was debate number 1. However, I didn't feel like it was complete. Like, I feel like there was something missing. So I had to go back to the drawing board for, well, I guess you'd say a second part of the first debate. Part 2, episode 28 of the Donald Trump Show. Here we go.
It's Hammerlin Jameson live from the studios. We head to Donald Trump for episode 28 of the Donald Trump Show.
Thank you. Thank you for joining me at episode 28 of the Donald Trump Show. Tonight we continue delving in on the first debate. Some of the outtakes that you didn't see on the live performance, you know, was taped prior, right? There's a lot of footage that's going to come out in the coming days on Real Talk. Anyway, let's get to it. Let's see what we got here.
Our first question of the day goes to Vice President Biden. How do you keep so calm and collected during the pandemic?
Lots of naps,
Mr. President,
really.
Please stop interrupting.
Well, look, my Aunt Judy told me that I could get through this complete debate without falling asleep on camera. I think she's right. But look, but this guy, I can't get a word in edgewise here. He continues to. I'm telling you, my Aunt Judy said that we gave him almost 4 years. I only have 47. I need 4 more to get the job done.
Are you serious? He says he's going to do that? Sleepy. Sleepy. Wake up. Holy cow. It's like, are you even to hear the words coming out of your mouth? The questions you're getting are so simple. She won't even answer your question, really.
What are you
but that is
about, Donald?
Would you let me speak?
This is crazy.
Joe. Sleepy.
Yeah, what?
Sleepy, be quiet while I'm speaking, okay? You're being very rude right now, okay? Look, what's important to understand is that Trump always wins, okay?
Yeah, well, my Aunt Judy says...
Now, hold on a second, Joe. Wait, you be quiet, Sleep Sofa Joe. I have more to say, okay? You can't just go grandiose and pretend like you did anything in your entire career. I mean, let's talk about Hunter.
Where's Hunter, huh, Joe?
He's hiding in
he
my
got
basement.
$3.2 million from the Russian mayor's wife.
My Aunt Judy looked
No,
into it.
yeah, you say that it was fake news, but who's the fake news? Is it the mainstream media? Is it fake news? I think they're the only ones who don't want to report the truth, Joe.
It's not
which
true.
is that you are in bed with the Russians and the Chinese.
It's not true.
Look, you can't beat Trump, you can't buy Trump, but you could sure buy Biden. I've seen it done. They're buying Biden left and right for 47 years. They actually call you Baby Biden in Ukraine because the way you handle yourself is kind of like a baby.
Gentlemen, we're going to stop the bickering and we're going to move forward with the next question. Mr. Vice President, what is your favorite thing to do on a day off?
You've got to be freaking kidding me.
Mr. President,
Pause
if you
my
can't control your
outbursts. He's talking about
outbursts,
vacation
we're going to have
days.
to pause
Every
the
day's
show.
a vacation day for Sleepy.
It's unbelievable. Can't even get a complete sentence in without being completely jumped on by the President of the United States. Oh, what do I do on my days off? It's a good question, Chris. I like to nap. I like to put plenty of naps in my schedule. Every 15 minutes on the hour, you'll find me napping on my Joey futon. That's right. If not there, it's going to be on my sleep sofa Joe.
Joe, are you kidding me? How could you nap when you're going to be president? You're not going to be able to nap anymore, Joe. You're going to have to actually do some work. I know that's not something you're used to doing, Napper. Look, you know we call you DJ Sleep Sofa, right? Sometimes it's MC Napper. But really, you're really kind of just funny. I really laugh at you most times because you could never do the job that I did, Sleep Sofa Joe. I've been winning big league, the things we did against Chadda. Look, Sleepy, let me tell you one thing you don't know, okay? I'm going to point at you and tell you about me. I did a lot of great things this last 4 years. But I'm pretty certain that you've done nothing in your entire career.
Final question of the evening.
Wait, I don't get the same question about what I do on a day off?
No, I have a better question for you, Mr. President.
That's because Donald doesn't take any days off, Chris Wallace. That's why you didn't ask that to me. You could have asked how many hours a year do you sleep, and it'd probably be under the amount of naps that Sleep Sofa Joe takes in a month. But look, that's just what you do when you're a winner. Not a sleepy loser like Joe Bumbling Biden in his Joey futon.
Look, I've had enough of this. My Aunt Judy told me I should put my foot down, and I think I'm about to do it now. I want to just win this election because we need to get back to what's right, which is us taking everything from the American people. We're going to get back to big government and people getting less.
That's the first honest thing you've said today, Joe. Seriously, you want to take instead of give. I want everybody to do well. Look, Sleepy, you gotta be kidding me. You're telling me you want to make government bigger and people make less, take home less? Really, that's a good idea for bringing back the economy, Bonehead McGillicuddy Biden.
Mr. President, a train leaves Chicago at 3:15 p.m., and one leaves Los Angeles at 12:17 in the evening.
You gotta be freaking
How much
kidding.
gas...
This is a math closure?
Mr. President,
Like, oh
let me
goodness,
finish my
the
question,
train
please,
left
sir.
at 12
Sir, let me
p.m.,
finish my
really?
question while
Come
I'm
on,
trying to get the
Wallace,
full
this is
question
such
out for you,
freaking
sir.
bush league
Sir,
garbage.
Mr.
Bush
President,
league. Whatever,
Mr. President,
bush league,
please,
you do
let me
it.
finish my...
Go
okay,
ahead.
yeah. So, how much gasoline would it use in the trip?
I have no idea. This is not a math competition, Chris Wallace, okay? So...
See, he won't answer it because he can't answer it. My Aunt Judy told me he was bad at math.
You gotta be freaking kidding me, right? I mean, you want me to put numbers together here on the stage?
Well, if you can't do it, okay.
I mean, you asked Biden what he does on vacation days. You asked him what his car... What kind of car? I have a lot of cars, Chris Wallace.
It's basically a question my 5-year-old niece answered last week.
So why don't you ask Sleep Sofa Joe to do it then?
No, not necessary.
No, I got this one, Chuck. It's 6.
Mr. Vice President, it's Chris.
Oh, I was just kidding.
What is Joey Futon talking about? 6? What the hell is 6 feet? I don't know, maybe 6 days for him to travel there in his horsing carriage. I don't know. Anyway, look, I can't answer a hypothetical about 2 different vehicles living at 2 different points in time. And look, maybe one of them's a Ferrari, the other one's like a Datsun. How am I supposed to tell which one uses more miles per gallon? Really, it's a stacked question, Chris Wallace. You know it. Look, this is what we've got, people. The mainstream fake news National Enquirer is trying to suppress the Trumper. They're trying to push a sleep sofa into the White House. I'm pretty sure he had contact lenses with a teleprompter system inside so he could have someone type in dialogue. The only time he could speak is with the teleprompter. So, look, anyway, that's episode 28 of the Donald Trump Show. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good night.
You have to admit that episode is pretty much fire. But I'm going to show you one more thing. This is going to be the final episode of the night. And this is because it is the final episode of the Donald Trump Show until you guys brought it back to life. This would have been the final episode. It's episode 25. It's called Gaslighting an American Election. And can I just point out that the sledgehammer that I take to Robert De Niro's face, yeah, absolutely worth it. Absolutely justified. Absolutely the worst actor I've ever seen in my life. Just saying. I don't know why I always go after De Niro. It's so funny. I think it's because he's always been so negative to Trump. Like, he's just been so, like, I'm going to punch him in the face. I'm like, okay, easy, but stupid friggin' squint. I'm just kidding. Not really at all. Anyway, but look, there's a couple moments here that happen. A couple things just said by my Trump, and it's really the way it really is. Just keep that in mind. Wolfie. Final bit of the night, brother, but I'm tired too. So tired. Guys, I was going to do 30 minutes, and this has been 2.5 hours. What the freaking kidding me? But we had new people come on. I love you guys. So here we go. Episode 25. Gaslighting an American Election.
It's Hammerlin Jameson live from the studio with the final episode of the Donald Trump Show. Ladies and gentlemen, Donald Trump.
Thank you. Thank you for joining me on the final episode of the Donald Trump Show. That's right. We're wrapping it up. People don't like all of the episodes on the sleep sofa. Look, let's be honest, he's such a bad candidate that they have to try to distract you with all kinds of fake news. Like the newest, did you see? We destroyed them with our RNC. The numbers start going belly up. So now they're trying to spin the narrative. So wait, let me get this straight. The Trump supporters are the ones who are rioting in the streets? Why don't we take a look a little closer and see what's really going on?
I am very willing to let the American public judge my physical and mental as well as my mental fitness.
The sleep's over. You just failed the test.
My physical and mental as well as my mental fitness.
Wow, tongue-tied, bumbling Biden. Welcome to the show.
I just don't even know why there aren't uprisings all over the country, and maybe there will be.
There she is, Nancy Pelosi. Oh, how is that hairdo? No mask, huh? Oh, but no one's above the law. But you, huh, Nancy Pelosi? Look, let's get the gaslighting going. Here we go.
People need to start taking to the streets. This is a dictator.
When did Glenn Beck turn into such a chooch? I know, it's not really him, but that squarehead sure looks like him.
You know, there needs to be unrest in the streets for as long as there's unrest in our lives.
Wait a minute, but didn't you say the Trumpers were the ones out on the streets? Who's lying now? Oliver and Cox?
Show me where it says that protests are supposed to be polite and peaceful.
Well, it's called the First Amendment of the United States, Chris Cuomo. You should probably read it sometime.
Do something about your dad's immigration practices, you feckless.
Wow, super classy. You should do something about that face. You've got RBF. Resting bee face. That's right.
When they go low, we kick them.
See, behind closed doors, it's not when they go low, we go high. It's when they go low, we kick them. They've been kicking the hell out of the Trumper since I came down the escalator, really.
How do you resist the temptation to run up and wring her neck?
I mean, news reporters threatening violence. Guys, are you paying attention?
Biggest terror threat in this country is white men, most of them radicalized to the right.
Now this one's hilarious. Don Lemonhead. Are you kidding me? All of the rioting on the streets is your left-wing Antifa scumbags. Let's think about this logically. For the last 90 days, the press has been saying, oh, peaceful protests. They wouldn't have done that if it was for Trumper.
Thought he should have punched him in the face. I said, even if you lost, he insulted your wife.
Yes.
He came down the escalator and called Mexicans rapists and murderers. He said, well, what do you think I should have done? I said, I think you should have punched him in the face and then gotten out of the race. You would have been a hero.
Yes.
He came down the escalator and called Mexicans rapists and murderers.
Look, there's a gaslight right there. I never said all Mexicans were rapists and murderers. Just that they're sending a lot of them. Guess what, though? Sleepy said very similar things in 2006.
I'd like to punch him in the face.
Robert De Niro, the most overrated actor in the 20th century. I mean, look, I get it. The one character you played in Raging Bull, and you think, like, you could continue the same guy? Look, you're terrible in everything else. The same character over and over and over. Let's squint our eyes and talk the same. So I'm not really putting too much stock in Bobby De Niro.
I said if we were in high school, I'd take him behind the gym and beat the hell out of him.
You see that? Sleep Sofa Joe is the one who's behind all of the gaslighting. Sleep Sofa, bumbling Biden. He wants to fight me behind the school. Look, let's go, Sleepy.
Very willing to let the American public judge my physical and mental my physical as well as my mental fitness.
I just had to watch that again. Oh my goodness, he's such a marble-mouthed, muffin-headed bumbler. Sleeping on his sleep sofa, a little Joey futon.
Punch some people in the face!
I think that werewolf made Winona Ryder pee her pants. That's what it looked like there. Let's watch that again.
Punch some people in the face!
Yep, I think so. And also Matthew Modine. Looks like he's cast for the part of Val Kilmer.
When was the last time an actor assassinated a president?
Well, ancient history would tell us that it was John Wilkes Booth. He shot my favorite president of all time, Abraham Lincoln. And of course, he was the first Republican, but most people don't know that. But I have to say, Johnny Depp, I used to like you when you played Jack Sparrow. Who knew you'd turn into a real-life scumbag pirate? Do you have scurvy?
They're still going to have to go out and put a bullet in Donald Trump, and that's a fact.
Now, that's the first time I've ever heard that. Pensy, do we have this guy's information?
Yes, Mr. President. We have the location on one beaker from Sesame Street.
Where is John Wilkes Booth when you need him?
Very clever. I see your husband is the ghost of Christmas past, so you got that going for you.
This way. That's it right there. Pull it up.
Remember this one? Somehow I still look better than Kathy.
I have thought an awful lot about blowing up the White House.
Do you remember this when Madonna stood outside the White House right after I won? You guys have been doing this since day one.
A Missouri state senator is under investigation by the Secret Service after saying she hopes President Trump is assassinated.
What the frig is wrong with this country?
I will go and take Trump out tonight.
This Maxine Waters, she's one of the worst of them all.
And if you see anybody from that cabinet in a restaurant, in a department store, at at a gasoline station. You get out and you create a crowd. And you push back on them. And you tell them they're not welcome anymore, anywhere.
This is when it got bad. Maxine Waters standing there, lighting the fire, yelling, oh, get in people's faces. Do you remember when that started happening? People having dinner and being yelled at of restaurants? Yeah, that was all them. But oh, no, let's blame Trump somehow.
And sadly, the domestic enemies to our voting system and our honoring our Constitution are right at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue.
Are you kidding me? This is poison right here, right? She poisons everything. I offered $10 billion to the Postal Service, and she said no. They're the ones who are destroying America. The Democrat socialism is just communism, really. Talk to anybody who's dealt with people who are like, hey, socialism, and then 5 years later, it's a communist country. It's going to happen here under Sleep Sofa Joe.
They're not going to stop before Election Day in November, and they're not going to stop after Election Day.
For the record, this is the vice presidential candidate for the Democrat Party.
And that should be, everyone should take note of that on both levels, that this isn't, they're not going to let up, and they should not.
They're not going to let up, and they should not. So wait, if they're your people, and they shouldn't and will not, how did they become my people?
If you think we're rallying now, you ain't seen nothing yet.
Look, I think I've made my point. That the people on the left are crap, really. And all they've done since the beginning of 16 is try to derail my presidency. And they're trying extra hard right now. And it's all because of this.
I am very willing to let the American public judge my physical and mental my physical as well as my mental fitness, my mental fitness, my mental fitness.
Look, I can't help it that you chose a sleep sofa as your candidate. But that doesn't mean you could gaslight for the last 4 years, and that when your poll numbers are starting to drop, you just spin it and say, oh no, it's all Trump. The public can see through your lies. Look, this has been quite an experience having my own talk show, the Donald Trump Show. But every good thing comes to an end, so I guess this is it. Maybe we'll see you sometime in the future. It's Donald Trump signing off.
And that's what we call a solid second show of the Real Talk program. 2 hours, 51 minutes. Just about 3 hours. We did 5 hours before that we got rid of. And I think this was a pretty solid show. I think what I'm going to do, actually, is I'm going to download this because it's less than 3 hours. I can put this right out as a podcast tomorrow. So if you guys want to hear the show over tomorrow and hear Luke and I kind of having a little back and forth, he asked me some great questions about my perspective on things, and I don't know if anybody likes it, my perspective on things, because some people don't like the President of the United States, but I have one final question for you. If the media was fair and shared the truth about the President, all the truth, would that have had any difference to you? And in fact, I want to share how they did such a great job keeping everything from you. Teacher goes up on the board, he writes out a bunch of problems. First one he gets wrong. 2 plus 9, he writes 13. Then he gets all the rest right. They're hard, gets them all right. The whole class is laughing at him. He gets to the final problem, it's like 6,000 times 43,216,000, and they're like laughing at him still. He gets that right too, they're laughing at him. He goes, what's so funny? He goes, how did you get that wrong? 2 plus 9 is 13. What are you, stupid, teach? What are you, an idiot, teacher? He goes, I did this as a psychological experiment, class. In life, you could do everything right, but people will only pay attention to what you do that is not right. They'll put all the attention on what you do wrong. And if you look at Donald Trump, peace in the Middle East, bringing the embassy to Jerusalem, Reform Act, HBCUs, opportunity zones in the cities. First out cabinet members, 5 of them. He did a lot of very liberal stuff. That's why I want you to watch that progression of what he did and just look at it with with a clear microscope. And I will see you tomorrow, guys. This has been another killer show. Tomorrow is Friday Night Live, day 663 in a row. But I want to thank you. Remember, send your requests. You can go to the website and order a face swap. You like these face swaps? You want to order one for a friend? You want to order one to cheer someone up? You can do that. Head to the website, MarkPiresRealTalk.com, and I'll see you tomorrow. That's Mark Pires. And it's Real Talk. Love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow.